begin. So you guys left off outside the cabin, right? You were trying to get in. You're looking to explore the basement after you had Bill arrive at the cabin and a couple of counselors go missing. You got attacked. Gur got possessed by the slasher outside the cabin before you guys made your way into the cellar. So that's where we're gonna pick it up.
Did we made our way into the cellar? Did we?
No, so you were standing just near those like outside doors that you open up that lead down into the cellar.
All right.
Um, can we take a short rest?
So you probably don't want to take a short rest where you are, out in the middle of the woods where the slasher just tried to murder you.
Well, yeah.
So I guess your options are like to continue trying to go into the cellar or try to go back into the house. So then, sure, you could take a short rest at that point.
Let's go into the cellar. Yep.
All right, let me zoom in here.
Okay, so Gur was probably closest to the cellar doors. He was standing near the cellar doors. So you
Yep.
open up the cellar doors and you see a set of stairs leading down into this dusty old cellar. When you approach down the stairs, you see that this room is filled with all sorts of crates and boxes spread all throughout the basement.
Oh, I'm gonna come in the cellar and shut the door behind me. Is there any way I can? I mean, how does the door open? Does it open out?
Yeah, so it's
You
one
know
of
what I,
those big doors that kind of swing. So if you're in the cellar, yeah, you push it out to open it up.
so there's really no way for me to lock it or.
There's no lock on it, but there is like the two bars, like handles, one on both sides. That like if you could find something, yeah, you can easily enough just
That I can wedge in there.
yeah. So I would imagine you kind of walk down the stairs and look around. There's you can see there's a bunch of broken furniture and things from the camp that were left over. They just kind of throw everything down here. So you grab yourself a broom or something, break off one of the bristles part, and then shove it up in between the two handles. Just kind of make like a makeshift thing to stop it from opening.
I don't. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if that's gonna uh be a good thing or bad thing. Like either stuff can't come in, but also we might have a hard time getting out.
Well, go ahead. You know what? Roll an intelligence check.
All right.
Okay, so to the best of your knowledge, you think like you kind of like wiggle a little bit, and it feels like yeah, sure, it feels secure, like nothing's getting in here, but I guess we'll see.
I'm sure when Gurr was possessed, he would have just broke right through the door.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
he
what I
would have
mean?
just ripped right through that.
Nothing wrong with that.
But like if Horcus like was possessed and tried to get through that, yeah, he probably would have got like a sliver and just gave up. All right, so you guys make your way downstairs, and all throughout this place is, like I said, there's a bunch of boxes, crates. You see furniture, everything's all kind of covered in dust, and everything's just kind of thrown down in here.
Oh, we can take a short rest now? Because I gotta heal.
You sure can.
Alright.
So you kind of walk around a little bit just to make sure that there's nothing dangerous lurking around, and it just seems like a big old empty basement, other than all the boxes of stuff and things on the floor. So yeah, you guys can roll hit dice. You have Up to 3 hit dice you can roll.
I gotta see where I'm at here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll at least one.
It brings me up to 20. I got
Nice.
1 hit dice left.
What? How many hit points do you get, Horcus? 30?
I got 27
Total.
total. Yep. Well, right now I'm at 20.
You better roll them hit dice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that wasn't me. Oh. I saw that 13. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Scroll down and, oh.
Oh, I'm back up to full health now. +7.
Sweet.
So I'm out of hit dice.
I'm gonna roll one more, put me down to 1 left. And that'll put me to full health.
Gain.
All right, so you guys all kind of just hang out for a little bit. You tend to your wounds and catch your breath after you just got attacked by Gur, surprisingly. So about an hour goes by as you guys are doing this. What do you guys want to do?
I want to go back in one of these rooms, probably this one, and search for anything hidden. Any loose boards or loose wall panel or something.
Okay, so yeah, you just kind of look around and you don't find anything hidden. It's just there's just a lot of junk everywhere, and there's just so much stuff you don't really see anything like hidden necessarily. But
You said there
Is
were
it that-
chests down here?
yeah, there's all sorts of boxes and crates around here.
Alright, I'm just gonna look through the crates and boxes here.
Okay. So Horkus, you start opening up some of these things, and you realize that like a lot of these boxes are just full of like leftover things from campers throughout like the years. Like when they leave things behind, they're just kind of throwing them in boxes, like the lost and found, or just throwing these things down the stairs. So you see like the crate. Some of the things that you find are like articles of clothing, jackets, hats, shirts, things like that. Like some of the extra counselor tunics that are the yellow tunics with the counselor embroidered on them. But you do end up finding 2 potions of healing,
Alright.
and then you find a couple bedrolls, pillows, blankets. You find a whole bunch of like hand-drawn pictures, like mostly of animals and like the lake, and pictures of like people's friends and stuff. But what you do notice in one particular crate, there's a set of boys' clothes. It's kind of like adolescent, teenager size clothes, and it doesn't look too old compared to a lot of the other things around there. But like neatly placed on top of the clothing is a pendant, and it looks kind of like this symbol of a gauntlet with an open eyeball on the palm of it, on the pendant. And also, you kind of go through that stuff, and there's also a letter tucked in to the article of clothing.
We'll open that letter and read it.
Okay, so the letter, I can actually show you guys. So I'll read it aloud, I guess. But so it says, "Dearest Jane, I am sorry, but this may be the last letter I am sending home. I think I have found the source of the spirit. I have made a map by tracking his movements in areas where he has killed my fellow campers. I fear that all the counselors are dead. I have hid my journal in the main cabin, with the exception of the notes I need to end this nightmare. I am headed out towards the southwestern trail into the forest with my tent, notes, and Father's sword. The circle of protection ritual Father had taught us should keep me safe within my tent for this long night. I believe that at first light the spirit can be destroyed. Hopefully, I can stay strong like him and deliver this camp from evil. Love always, your brother, Lewis.
Now, was Jane one of the campers with us?
No, you don't recognize the name Jane from any of the campers, or I mean, any of the counselors that were there.
So, is this like a letter that he just found himself and read while we were dicking off on the other side of the cabin? Yes?
He found it, so it's up to him to. I'm assuming. All right. Well, since I shared it with everybody in your journal, I'm going to assume that he read it aloud to everybody. Right,
Yeah.
Marcus? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as Scorch is gobbling down a ration after all the possession that made him a little hungry, so. As he's gobbled down a ration, he yells over to Horcus. What you doing over there, Horcus?
I just found this strange letter. You know what, Jane?
No, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's somebody that's not around anymore.
And how about
What up?
Lewis?
I haven't heard of a Lewis. What else you find?
Just some old clothes here, a hat here, and some pendulum here. It's got a gauntlet and an eye on it. Oh yeah, and 2 potions of healing.
Oh, nice. Are you stealing those?
Finders keepers.
I see. So the letter.
Yeah.
Says she headed down to the southwest trail in the forest.
Yep, that's what it says.
Do you think maybe we should take a look down there that way?
Yeah. Well, we do have to end this madness here.
Sure think.
Let's go.
All right, well, before we go, what do you think the chances on me getting one of those potions from you, since you found 2 of them and stole them?
Well, I'll just throw one your way. And Horcus
Appreciate
just throws it right over at Scorch. Tosses at him.
For the record, Scorch is a law-abiding citizen, but also is greedy at the same time. He would never steal, but if he wants something, he'll try to get it. So do you guys want to head out?
Yeah, do you guys want me to go first?
I suggest maybe we don't split up this time.
Well, somebody's got to leave first.
I know. I'm just saying.
And seeing as I left first out of the cabin last time, I was the one who got possessed. So just in case that happens again,
Yeah, I guess I'll go first.
if you really want me being possessed again, let's think about that. So you're leaving the basement first?
Yep.
Alright.
I'm just gonna cautiously follow behind the both of you.
Okay.
All right, so you guys take the secure room lock off the door and make your way back up outside of the cabin.
Oh, Horcus, could you figure out how to get that piece of wood out of there?
Yep, I got it. Orcus just uses his little dagger to cut it.
I feel so secure.
So secure. All right, so you know what, Scorch, just to help you out a little bit, not to metagame here, but the pendant that the Horcus found, you being a paladin, you do recognize the symbol of the open eye of the right-handed gauntlet. Scorch knows that this is the symbol of Helm, the god, one of the holy gods, and after you guys kind of sit down and in the cellar for a little while, I'm gonna give it to you that you attune to this pendant. So this allows the wearer to cast the spell Turn Undead once per day for free.
It gives Horcus, since he holds it.
Yeah, whoever wants it. I just feel like this being a one shot, I'm not gonna like
You want it,
hold
Scourge?
that against you.
Well, you want it?
I'm not really sure how to use spells, so either are you though. So yeah, I'll take it then.
All right. Orcus throws the pendulum right on its Scourge.
The pendulum or the pendant?
The pendant.
Oh.
Is that what it is? A pendant or a pendulum?
They're two different things. A pendant's something you wear on the neck. Yeah. Pendulum is
All right.
like a swinging pole or
Yeah.
ball.
That's what I was gonna say. Is it like on a rope? Is it on a rope or?
Yeah, it's a necklace. It's a necklace.
It is
with
a necklace?
pendant. Yeah, it's a holy looking artifact. Paladins and clerics would know right away with that. It's a pretty common, like one of the major deities in Faerun.
Guess I'm just catch it if he threw it or grab it and put it on.
So at this point, the back door opens up and you see Alice poke her head out. It's like, are you guys okay? I heard a lot of commotion out here. You've been gone for a while.
Yeah, we're alright.
Mm-hmm. We're good.
Just a little backyard brawl. That's all.
Oh, well, should we come with you? I don't really feel safe in here with Bill. He's still looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, if you
Think
want
we
to.
should go, you think we should go and take a look at Bill real quick? Is he like able to walk, or is he confined to the couch?
So you're going in there?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys go in there, and Bill is like laying on the couch. He's conscious, but like you can see, he's still pretty hurt. He's awake, and he's just kind of like muttering something.
Can we discern what he's muttering?
Yeah, you gotta like step a little bit closer, and he's just like, "Don't go out there. Don't. No. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. Don't go. Stay."
Is Bill the one that did we heal Bill before a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yep.
healed him up. When he crawled to the door, he had the big gash in his back, or he got slashed
Okay.
by the.
Oh, that's what I thought.
So he's
What do you
kinda
mean,
like,
Uncle?
he's kind of sitting there like hysterics, and he sits up now, and his like eyes are wide. And he's just like he just reaches out and grabs a hold of Horcus's cloak, and he's just like, "No, I hope you can stop him. Somebody has to stop him. We're all gonna die.
Um, does anyone know where Bill came from? Like
The
when he
dock.
was hurt?
He came up from the docks because that's where him and hang on, Ned and Marcy went.
Ned.
So,
All right. Is there
so
anything
yeah. So Ellis
we
looks
can?
at. Go ahead.
Is there anything we can do for Bill to make him more comfortable or anything, or does he just need to rest? Obviously, he can't go with us, right?
I don't know.
Unless Gurr wants to carry him, or should we leave Bill for dead, for the heal, or whatever he's doing? I mean, I don't really care about Bill or Gurr. Do you want to carry him?
So he looks up at you, Scorch. He's like, I'm sitting right here, you asshole.
Well, I'll
So,
leave it up to Bill. I will carry him until we get into some sort of fight, and then I'll put him on the ground if that's what he wants, or he can stay on the couch. But either way, Ellis is going with us.
So Bill, he has like this like pissed off look on his face, and he slowly like gets to his feet and stands up, and he's kind of like wobble. He's like, I think I could take care of myself, I guess.
sorry, Bill. I mean, personally, I can only protect those who can. I can't protect those who. Well, never mind. Never mind. As long as you can walk.
Well, we're stronger together, I suppose. So
I agree. I agree.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bill. If you slow us down, I am picking you up, and I will carry you like a little child if you really want me to.
okay, fair enough. I'm just not ready to die. So just I just want this night over with.
I secretly whisper under my breath that he's going to be the first one to die. We'll leave him as bait.
Okay, do a stealth check.
This is gonna be hilarious.
I mean, he heard what I was
Oh.
saying.
That works.
Okay, so yeah, he's like, wait, did you say something?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Tickle in my throat. There.
Alright, so Alice like she walks over to the kitchen and she grabs herself like a dinner knife and she's like I guess we should just all be armed, right?
Do you want that or a hand axe?
So Bill looks over and goes, I could handle that hand axe.
You sure?
Well, yeah.
Alright, I'll give him one of my hand axes.
Okay. So Alice is like, I guess I'll just stay close to you guys. Do
I
you,
got another hand axe if you really want it.
sure, I guess so. It's better than this knife. And she just drops the knife on the floor.
Alright, I'll give her my other hand axe then.
And Bill speaks up. Do you guys know how to get out of here? When I ran through the forest, the fog was so thick I could barely see in front of me.
Oh, we gotta head southwest.
Alice is like, why? Why? Maybe we should just stay here and wait for Steve to come back.
Where's Steve? Where's Steve been this whole time?
He just said he had business to attend to, but I'm sure he'll be back by the morning. Maybe he'll bring help.
Or maybe we're the sacrificial lambs to prevent the thing from attacking the children.
Oh. She kind of like super worried and starts swaying back and forth. I don't like this.
I'd hate to think that that was the case.
Yeah, but you never know. Kind of like Game of Thrones-esque.
Not gonna say it didn't cross my mind that maybe we're might end up taking the blame for something.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I say before we hit the Southwest Trail, I'm guessing, looking to the map, I'm assuming the docks are closer.
Yeah, so the docks are just like kind of a shorter like south direction away from the big cabin. So
Okay.
it is kind of on the way. The docks are like on the way towards the southwestern trail that you guys are thinking of.
Okay. So we should probably hit Steve's cabin first, break in there and see if we can find anything useful. You guys agree,
What do you
disagree?
Yep.
what do you mean by useful?
Well, if Bill's making us the sacrificial lambs, that means he's involved with this creature, and he might have the pages from that journal hidden in his cabin.
I'm not
Or
involved with
maybe
anything, he says. He goes, well, screw this. You guys are assholes. And he just kind of like marches off towards the front door by himself.
this is Bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that's gravely injured.
Yes. Now he has a hand axe and he's pissed off.
Yeah, well, one swing of a great axe takes care of that. Um, I tell Bill, well, if you're gonna go out that door, just know we're not protecting you anymore.
Well,
Is this
well,
is this the main
Go ahead.
is this the main cabin
Yes.
that we're in?
Yeah, this is the main cabin. Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Yes. So Bill says, well, I agree that maybe Steve has something useful in his cabin. It has been locked, and none of us have been in there. But just to tell you right now, I am not involved with this. These people were my friends.
Yeah, and Steve was our friend too. But don't you think, as the owner of the camp, he would already know about this creature?
I mean, it's possible, I suppose, but why would he do that to us? I mean, that seems pretty shady. I mean, none of us
Yeah.
have like real fighting skills. I mean, no offense, I'm sure you guys do, but like, he would really just do that to us? I don't know.
Maybe years of sacrificing made him desensitized to this.
Well, I guess you have a point, but so I'm with you. If you feel that that's a wise decision, we can. I'll go with you guys to break into his cabin. Maybe there's something we can find of use there.
Okay, so
Why
everyone's in agreement. That's where we're going.
why do I have a feeling that Bill's going to be the first one to run when something pops off?
That's fine. He can
Maybe
run
we
as
should
far as he wants.
Mm-hmm.
maybe you should make him go first and go at his pace.
Well, yeah, we have to go at the slowest pace of the group.
All right, well,
So yeah,
before we
you go
go,
first.
before we go, in Jane's letter, didn't she say she hid her journal in the main cabin?
Now you can. Do you have it on your screen?
Yeah, you
On
should
your
have
journal?
the journal, the letter.
Is that the one? Is that, well, not the letter, but the journal? Was that the one we found with all the pages ripped out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume, yeah.
Oh, so we had already found it.
Yeah, you found the journal or whatever, the book.
And I'm assuming the ghost that spoke to you guys was called Lewis.
What about she said she made a map? You know what I mean? In the
Yeah.
letter, she said she made a map tracking his movements. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, is there a map? Do you think, or is she saying that just because she then tells us where she thinks he's going to go next?
Well, all I found were drawings, and those chests downstairs in the cellar. I don't think they were
What
really
did
anything.
what did you
They
do
kind
with
of
them? Just throw them back on the ground, or put them back in the chest, or did you
they're
take
back
them?
in the chest. Yeah, that's what they were. They were just drawings, weren't they? Like kid drawings.
Yeah, so the drawings you found, were amongst all of the other things. I mean, you don't know if necessarily it was from Lewis or not, but yeah,
It
they're
could have
just
been
random drawings and
arts and
things, arts
crafts.
and crafts, yeah, projects that like like campers had left there throughout the years.
All right, so we found the journal that was in the main cabin. That was the one that was in the bathroom that
Y-
Gurr found.
yes, yep.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything from this letter. I feel like I am, but I mean, obviously, we need to find
You could
the
see the
missing
letter in
grip.
your journal.
I've been reading the letter. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah. Oh,
Trying to analyze it, but maybe I'm looking for something that's not there. You know, what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So we can carry on then.
They're ready. Let's
So
go.
so we're gonna go to the Southwest Trail, but are we going to the docks or are we going to Steve's cabin or
We're going to
Steve?
Steve's
Yeah.
cabin at the docks. That's on the way to the Southwest Trail.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me.
All right.
Lead the way.
Yeah, so Bill says, "Okay, you guys lead the way. I'll make sure nothing's following us."
Well,
Oh no, Bill, you go first. You know these trails better than we do.
Okay, sure, I can. So he holds up the axe and the hand axe. He's got two hands on the hand axe, and he's like, "Okay, I guess let's do this." And he leads the way to the front door. So as you guys go out the front door and follow Bill, you see that this fog has gotten thicker. This fog starts rolling in, and you can only see about 30 feet in front of you at this point, as the fog is so thick. And Bill just kind of like slowly walks, and he's like, you can tell he's super nervous. He's like looking over his shoulder both ways, and you can see like the axe start shaking a little bit, and he's like, turn around, keep up, guys, keep up.
we're right behind you. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I just don't want you guys to get lost. So you make your way down to the docks, and as you approach the docks, so again, this thick fog has rolled in, and it's like completely like covered over the water.
Is this Steve's cabin here?
Which one are we pointing at?
It's like at
All right, so
the top.
Steve's cabin's over here.
Oh, okay. Remember, Gurr was the only one that's been to the docks, you know?
Yeah,
Didn't he fix a boat here or something?
Yep.
he did. So yeah, so he knows that this one down here had the padlock on the front. It's kind of like one of the bigger ones. The other places you guys kind of like walk your way through. Let me put Bill on the map. All right, so yeah, so Bill leads you guys down the docks, and through this first place, he kind of like peeks in, opens these doors to this like storage shed in here, and there's a whole bunch of like fishing gear and crates and barrels and things like that. And he's like, "Okay, it looks like the coast is clear. Let's make our way down towards Steve's place." You walk by this place. You look through the windows in this place, and Bill's like super sneaky, looking around, like, okay, I think we're the only ones here, but be on the lookout. That thing could show up at any time. So you make your way a little bit further over to Steve's place, and you see the front door has this large padlock on it. It's like, well, it's locked. What do we do?
Really? And I just like point at myself. I kicked the front door down. Or tried to.
All right, well, go ahead and do a strength check. All right.
All right.
Yeah, so you kick the door, and the door breaks off the hinges, but like the handle is still locked to the padlock, so the door is just kind of like hanging there, but broken from the opposite side. But as you do that, it makes this like huge noise, and Bill's like, "Could you maybe have done that a little bit quieter?
That will be alright.
He's gonna hear us. I don't like this."
He already knows where we are. It's fine.
Okay, and he like pushes his way into Bill's cabin.
Steve's cabin.
Oh yeah, Steve's cabin. Sorry.
You're good.
All right, so who's going in the cabin?
I am.
Okay. Alice follows you in too. She's like, I'm not staying out here by myself.
I'll head in the cabin.
Alright, so you make your way. You guys, I'm assuming, are all going in the cabin?
Yeah.
Scorch, are you going in? Okay, so you guys start looking around in Steve's place, and it seems pretty much normal. There's a small chest on the floor. Other than that, you see a nice, clean, organized kitchen-looking area, and his personal effects. He's got his clothes and things like that, but nothing stands out like out of the ordinary as you first enter.
Okay. I go into. I'm guessing this is the kitchen I'm standing in.
Sure. Yep.
Alright. I look around the entire kitchen, look for loose boards, look for anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Do an investigation check. Yeah, it takes you like 10 minutes or so. You're kind of looking around, and you don't see anything, anything that's out of place. Bill makes his way over and starts. He's like standing guard and checking out the window, and he's frantically looking. He's like, I don't know how long we should stay here for.
So what did you check out? You just checked out the kitchen?
Yeah. I didn't check out the main room where you guys are.
All right. What's this thing here?
So it's just, we'll just say it's a chest of his personal belongings. You kind of open the chest and you see his clothing and stuff, and you also see he has a longbow in there with a quiver of arrows.
You guys use bows?
I could, theoretically. I don't have any like proficiency in it or anything.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh well. Leave it. Unless you want it, Bill.
Hello?
Sure.
Hello.
Hello.
We can hear you.
So Bill's like, I'll take that. I mean, I don't think Steve would mind if I use his bow. So he grabs that and puts the quiver of arrows on his back. So Bill now has a longbow. So he hands you back the hand axe. All right. So
Being that I don't know anything about it.
So we're going to assume that Scorch also came inside Steve's camp, or his cabin in here. Gur kind of was searching around the kitchen for any sort of like secret doors or like anything out of the ordinary. Horcus went through Steve's chest of personal stuff, and they found a longbow. Bill took the longbow. Alice, she's kind of just nervously. She goes and sits down at one of the picnic tables inside here, and you can see that she's having a hard time dealing with this whole thing.
Is there anything else of interest to investigate in the main room? Under tables, rugs, walls?
Okay, so go ahead and do another investigation check.
Ouch.
Yeah. So you're kind of standing around and you're just kicking things around and not checking too good, so you don't really quite notice too much.
What is this in here?
It's his kitchen.
So that's just like a stove and
Yeah.
pantry or whatever. Going Horcus over here.
Horcus is going through Steve's underwear drawer.
I found a bow, but now Bill's got it.
Oh, capable of shooting a longbow with shoulder pad like that. Slashed down the back of his back.
Well, I do have to let you know, I'm quite an expert marksman. I've won the camp sharpshooter trophy 3 times in a 3 years in a row. So hopefully I won't have to use this and prove to you my skill.
I'm looking forward to seeing your skills if need be, Bill.
Use it if needed, Bill.
Well, thank you, but don't worry about me, guys.
You know, that's weird.
Oh,
I thought you were afraid, Bill.
Well, I am afraid.
Okay,
Aren't you afraid? There's this creature, like, in the fog, murdering people. It's been dark for 2 days straight now.
Back at the main cabin, you seemed cowering. Now you're just brave. What's up with that?
Well, I'm trying to increase my chances of survival, so I figure if you guys seem to know the way out of here, I'm gonna trust that we can stay as a group and try to find the way out. Sorry, Alice, but I don't think the best idea would be to sit here and wait for Steve. But maybe Steve's dead. Maybe I got Steve too.
we're not waiting for Steve. I'm telling you that.
No.
We're going to go find whatever this evil is and we're going to get it.
Well, personally, I don't feel like we should fight it. I think we should probably try to avoid it and run away if at all possible.
Say that.
Just saying, but you guys probably know better, being these adventuring types. But
So Scorch is a little irritated with whoever suggested to come here because I feel like it was a huge waste of my hard time.
Oh, I look down
Sure.
at you and go.
Your idea,
go for it."
Horcus?
That was my idea.
That was your idea?
Yep.
So, is everyone done searching what they want to search in here?
Yeah. I guess.
Horcus?
Well, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done searching.
so all of a sudden you hear this big boom on the back wall, poof, and Bill's like, ah! He screams and just like runs away from the door, like kind of into the middle of the room. He's like, I think it's out there.
Well, what do you guys want to do?
We stopped here on our way where to the
Yeah.
southwest trail or southwest trail.
Southwest, yeah.
So, does someone want to go out? Should we go outside and investigate this noise?
Am I allowed to throw Bill through a door?
If you want to, you can certainly try.
Yeah. That's what I want to do.
Here, you're right. So you're gonna shove him out the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He goes first.
do a strength check. Not a save, just do a strength.
Oh,
I'll let
boy.
you. I'll let you reroll. Just do an athletic. Do an athletics check.
Athletics
Yeah,
check?
do athletics because you probably have proficiency with athletics.
Yep.
Okay, and then we will roll against his skill. Let me see if he has any sort of athletics. Let's check his sheet. Yeah, he gets a +0, but let's see what he gets.
This is some mathematical
He
action.
also rolls an 11. So as you try to push him out the door, he stands his ground. He puts his feet up against the wall, and he stops. He stops you like dead in your tracks. And he's like, I don't think so. I'm not going out there first.
Orcus lights his hands right up and shouts right at Bill. Get out there now.
Do an intimidation check.
1.
14.
Okay, so
Oh.
Bill's like, I really don't see why me going out there first with no armor on makes the most sense, you guys. Alice, maybe you should come with me. Maybe we should just run.
As if.
So
Alice stays with me.
she's like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. You guys, like, we can't fight amongst each other. So at this point,
That loud.
Bill's gonna try to
Was that
push you back here. So let me see what he rolls. You can go ahead and do a strength check again. He
Strength
rolls
check or
athletics.
saving?
Sorry, do an athletics check versus his. He rolls a 14. So he shoves you out of the way just enough for he's like, well, fuck you then. I'm out of here. And he pushes you out of the way, opens the door, and he runs outside.
Yeah. Can we watch him through a window?
You see him run into the fog, about 30 feet in the fog, and just disappear.
Oh, he's dead.
And Ellis at this point is like screaming, like, "What? Why did you guys make him go? This is ridiculous." She's like, I don't know about you guys. This is not fair." And she starts backing up towards the window. She's like looking out the window, like, I hope Bill's okay.
Yeah, you probably should walk away from the window and he'll be fine.
And she's like, promise me that we're gonna get out of this alive.
I promise.
That loud noise, was that like right at the door? The bang, like someone hit the
It was on like the back
door?
of the
Or was that-
cabin. You heard something hit the back of the cabin.
But like up close to the cabin, or
Yeah, well, you
Or,
heard it hit the cabin, so like physically it hit the wall of the cabin.
back here in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill ran out the front door.
Yeah, he doesn't trust you guys now that you're just gonna push him out the door, so he just ran off into the fog by himself.
Well, I never trust Bill. Anyway.
Yep.
All right, so what do you guys want to do? I mean, we've searched the cabin. Bill's
There's a
gone for now. I'm sure we're not back into him. Do you guys want to investigate sound? I mean,
we should probably go out the front door where Bill was, and then either walk around the cabin or run away. It's up to you guys.
you don't even want to peek your head out the back door?
I mean, you can peek your head out the back door, but if I get possessed, you guys are gonna die again, or come
All right.
close.
I'll go up first.
Are we going out the back door or the front door?
Let's go out the front door. Where did Bill go out through?
Bill ran out the front
All right,
door.
go out.
All right.
Let's go out the front door then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of possession. So, Marcus,
I'm not afraid of possession.
that's that spell you gave me, or what thing? What was that called?
That pendant. You have the pendant that.
Oh, the pendant. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it allows you to cast Turn Undead. It's a spell.
Turn undead?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was just clarifying. For some reason, I thought it was raise undead.
No.
And I was trying to quiz Orcus a little bit, but I can't remember either. All right, well, Scorch has a feeling that we should be out the back door, not going out the front door when the noise obviously was at the back. But Orcus is out the front door, so I'm
All
going to
right.
cautiously pull him out the front door.
So, all right. So, Scorch, you're behind Horcus out the front door. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I'm out the front door.
Okay. Yeah, Horcus is outside. Scorch is following up behind him outside.
I'm following him behind. No, figuring that Gerd is taking
Okay,
care
so
of Allison.
stop moving. Stop moving. All right. So, Horcus, make a either a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Your choice. Okay.
19.
Nice. Okay, so as you start walking cautiously up this the side of the side of the lake here, you hear these footsteps coming through the fog, and all of a sudden, this person comes darting out from the fog. It's Bill, and he tries to tackle you, and you just kind of sidestep just in the nick of time, and he ends up falling on his face right next to you. Why can't I click on him? Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, so he comes running out of the fog, and he trips as you kind of step out of the way, and he falls right in the water, and he's kind of like wading in this water, and you can see this his eyes glowing red.
Well, I told him not to run off.
Looks like he got possessed.
Oh, sounds like we have to go into combat.
That's up to you guys. I'm giving you a second to figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
I mean, is it obvious that he's possessed, or
His
can I
eyes
use
are
my
red.
divine sense?
Well, you could make an intelligence check,
Not seeming I'm
or an
very
arcana
intelligent.
check, whatever, either one, whatever you feel like your character would have.
I did intelligence.
Okay, so just by like judging at his red eyes and the same glowing red eyes that you saw Gur had, yeah, Scorch is pretty sure that he's under the same influence that Gur was.
So what do we got to do about this guy?
I just look over at Horcus. Are you going to grab him, Horcus, or what?
I don't know. He's got red eyes. He did try to attack me, after all.
All right, so with that, Bill just like frantically comes running back out of the water towards you again, Horcus. Let's roll for initiative then.
Okay.
So are they staying outside with us, or are they still?
No, so like everybody
'Cause the
followed
way
you
I was-
guys out the door, you know. I wanted to
Okay.
know the order at first, like who was out first and who was behind. All right, so as this all goes down, Alice sees all this, and she screams, and she ends up running back inside and attempts to hide inside. Shuts the door, and she's just kind of peeking out the window. Okay, Horcus.
All right. I'm actually going to use my action to disengage and
Okay.
back up. And then I'm just going to end right there.
Okay, so then it's Bill's turn. So Bill sees that, and he runs over to Scorch, and he attempts to just tackle you, Scorch. So go ahead and do a strength or an athletics check. And let me just tell you, he rolled a 1, so. And you crit.
What I'm
So he goes over to try to tackle you, and he just runs up to you and just like tries to reach and grab a hold of your armor, but he has nothing. You just take your elbow and you drive it into the top of his head, and it knocks him down prone in front of you. Go ahead, Gur.
I'll take my great axe and I try to hit him with it.
Oh, okay.
Not the sharp side.
Okay. So you're gonna try to like knock him out.
Yeah. There we go.
Oof, that's definitely gonna hit. Oh yeah. So as you do that, you just smack him in the head, and you see his eyes close for a minute, and then the red to his eyes just starts disappearing as he opens his eyes back up, and it's Bill back as himself, I guess you'd say, but next to him stands this figure that you saw before. This 7-foot figure with this blue mask with this glowing single red glowing eye, and it has kind of an ethereal form to it, where it's not completely like corporeal. Like you can kind of see through it, but you can't. And it's standing over the body of Bill. Okay, Scorch.
So Bill's knocked. He's just laying there knocked out, basically.
Yeah, Bill's laying there knocked out, and then hold on a second here.
So he's over Bill. Like,
yeah, he's like standing on the same square. He's like standing over the top of Bill. And it actually looks like you can see that his feet are kind of like slightly hovering just off the ground above Bill.
So basically right in front of me.
Yeah, so he's like 5 feet in front of you.
Being that evil really doesn't frighten me. And out of curiosity, I'm going to try to swipe at him with my longsword.
Okay.
Said more out of curiosity to see what happens. Oof.
Yeah, so you swing your sword and you just can't seem to hit him. Is it kind of like it's you don't know if your sword actually goes through him and doesn't make contact or what, but it's definitely this whole shroud of this fog around you definitely threw your swing off.
And my turn, I guess.
All right, so that brings Alice back up. So she is just going to take the hide action, and I'll just roll for her anyway to see if she can hide. She's pretty hidden. Okay.
She's still in the cabin.
She's in the cabin hiding. Yeah. Okay, Horkus.
All right, I'm gonna move over to the side here, and I'm gonna hit him with my produce flame.
Okay.
Are you serious? Only 1 damage.
Yeah. So as you kind of just shoot this little like ball of this little flame towards it, you see it flying through the air, and it just kind of like dissolves into his being, and it looks like it does nothing to him.
It was like a snack for him.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay, so Bill is he's gonna use half of his movement, and he's gonna stand up, and he is going to he's gonna disengage and attempt to run into the fog away from everybody. That's it for his turn. Go ahead, Gur.
Okay. Can I point at Bill's retreating back and tell the astral thing to go get him? Is that a thing I could do?
You can try to, as a free action, yeah, you can certainly like tell the spirit to go get him.
Okay, well, that's what I do.
And as you do that, it just kind of, you see its head cocked to the side a little bit, and its red eye just staring at you.
Okay. Well, then I try to hit him with a great axe.
Oh, it's gonna hit. Okay, so as you swing at him, you feel like the axe has some resistance as it cuts through him, but it literally like goes right through its body, and you feel like you did something to it, but not quite the damage you were expecting.
Yeah. Well, that's it for me.
Kind of wondering if we should just ditch this battle somehow.
Disengage and run away.
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like our attacks are doing anything to it.
Okay.
We need those last pages in order to
Get rid of them.
beat them. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now it is his turn. So he, looking at Gur, who just like hit him with an axe, he reaches out with this like ethereal hand, and you see this almost like this claw reach out, and it just reaches right for your chest. Oh, with a 17. Oh, that does hit. So this thing just reaches out, and you feel its fingers like into your very spirit, as this clawed hand goes into your chest and hits you for 17 points of necrotic damage. Just you feel your soul almost just wilting and dying.
How much damage?
17.
Oh, okay.
17 points of necrotic damage. Okay, so that is it for his turn. So that brings up Scorch.
I'm trying to look in the compendium. Not sure what the turn on that is not in here.
It's in the compendium. Yeah, it's under.
that?
It's a. You'll find it under the cleric, channel divinity. So what that does is like you can take the pendant and face it towards an undead creature or spirit or ghost or something like that, and it will have to use its movement to walk away 30 feet. Like leave you, like turn around and just walk away from you 30 feet. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
But if it's successful, how long does he try to run away from us?
Let me see. Let me see. It says channel divinity, turn undead. So, turn creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it could use only the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. So so if it fails, it's affected for 1 minute. So what he has to spend every time he has a turn, he has to just keep walking further and further away from you.
So what do I have to do that? I just have to. I just have to
So
say
that's just your
that
action.
I'm
Yeah, you're just.
grabbing it.
Yep. So you can use as an action. You can hold the pendant up and point it up to the thing, and I will try to make a. What did I say? Wisdom saving throw. So it's going to be 8 plus your wisdom modifier. Do you know what your wisdom modifier is? If not, I can look.
Yeah, it is horrible. The number on the bottom's the small number, down the bottom's a 6, and then -2.
Wait, you have -2? Now I gotta look.
Yeah, it's a -2.
Oh, that's terrible. Why do you have the pendant then? Or how are you a paladin? You have a -2 to wisdom. Oh, I guess charisma would be your stat, huh? All right, so plus your proficiency bonus. So it's 8, 10, -2. So he has to make a DC 8 Wisdom saving throw. That's terrible. But let's see what he gets. I wonder if I can do this as a public roll. Okay, so let's just see what he gets. So he has to roll at least an 8.
Oh boy.
You don't make that shit
Oh,
up.
wow.
All right, so yeah,
What
so,
if
so
this
you hold this thing up to you,
came from me?
and it just laughs in your face. You hear this like,
Did you run already, Horcus?
No, I'm still here. I was just suggested that we leave and disengage this guy because we can't fight him now.
That's my thinking. And that pendant, you can only use it once, and it failed, so that's it, right?
yeah,
Okay. So the pendant's useless now?
for the day. Yeah, it's only like once
the
a day.
day. Okay.
So Scorch, you still have a bonus action if you have anything you can do.
Um,
Which I don't think you do.
there isn't anything else I can do. I can try to like move, and then he's gonna get a free hit on me, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance he'll miss. You never know, but yeah, you get an attack of opportunity against you.
Or I can stay here and risk attack.
Right. Yeah. And then you can
So either
disengage
way-
and move the next turn, but either way, you're kind of in a situation where he's probably gonna make at least one attack on you.
Try to squeak by over this way. I'll take my chances whether he'll hit me or not.
Well, you can't move through him. He's kind of like blocking the corner.
Oh, he's blocking the corner, so I gotta go this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to move this way. So
All right. So you're gonna move away from him, take the hit.
I'm gonna move away from him and take my chances, which may be a huge mistake.
Okay. So let's see what he does. So he's going to try to reach out and slash at you with this ethereal blade he has. With an
Uh-oh.
18 to hit. So he misses, actually. So you luck out a little
did?
bit there, Scorch, yeah. You have a 19 AC if you have your shield out, which I'm going to say you
Which
do.
I did. So, how far am I allowed to move?
Whatever your movement speed is. And for you, it's probably 30. Yep, 30.
30. So I'm just gonna move to here.
All right, so you move 20 feet
That-
away.
That way I can safely run on my next turn unless he comes to me.
Okay.
I feel like we're splitting up. Real splitting up now.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm on my turn.
Okay, so yeah, as you run away and this ghostly machete just kind of like grazes over your head, you duck and run, and Alice is watching out the window as she sees this like armored hobgoblin just booking down the beach. She starts worrying for her life, so she's also going to run, and she's going to open the door, and
The
she
front
comes
door or the back door?
she comes out the front door and heads this way down towards Scorch. So she moves 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So she runs up along the beach along the side of him. But she's screaming the whole way she's running. Alright, Harkus.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna. Is there a path down around here?
Yeah, I mean, you look
Probably
around and you can see around the building. This is kind of like a beach, so you can make your way around. Like I said, you can see 30 feet around you, and then
All right.
you're just seeing this thick fog everywhere.
Throw your javelin at him.
I don't have a javelin.
Oh, that's Meglar.
That's Meglar.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
All right.
Run
Well,
away.
yep. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna run around this house here and meet up with you guys. All right, 25 feet. What's my speed? 30.
You
All
can
right.
always,
Yep.
if you want to use the dash action,
Oh, yeah.
you can do 50 feet, so or 60 feet if you're.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got. Okay. That's my move.
Okay. So that's Bill's turn, and Bill, he just took off running. So you guys can just assume that he's out in the fog. You can't see him anymore. And so that brings up Gur.
I'm going to use the disengage and then run. Hang on. Can I move through Allison?
Yeah. So
Scorcher?
yep. So they'll just cost an extra 5 feet of movement.
Extra 5 feet?
Yep.
Alright.
You're like,
There
out
you
of the
go.
way, bitch! I'm out of here.
Oh, there's a reason for where I am. But anyway, as my bonus action, I'm going to use my second win.
Okay.
I'm just
That's-
going to roll a hit dice.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's the
probably a
same
good
thing.
idea.
Hey, there we go.
Almost gained back what you lost.
Almost. And then 0 for my second one. That's it for my turn.
Okay, so that brings up the slasher. So you guys look back over your shoulders as this thing just takes off, like straight up into the air, it disappears into the fog.
So is that thing? Are you calling it the slasher? Is that its name? Is that what it's known by around the camp, or do they not know about him really? Like Ellis probably looks like she's never seen him before.
I mean, she has. I mean, they don't know about him. Like, you guys have the book that you guys are talking about that's called "The Mark of the Slasher" or "The Mask of the Slasher." So, I mean, at this point, everybody knows about this thing. I mean, I don't think she knew about it beforehand, if that's what you're saying, but
Well, if we're gonna stop this thing, we're gonna have to find those pages.
Agreed.
Or did you run here because is that your boat right there that you fixed?
The boat that I fixed is up here, but my next action was to pick up Alice because she's an idiot when she runs in panic mode. Yeah.
Oh, so you came down here to rescue the woman?
Yeah, I don't care about you guys.
Wow. Yeah, we're longtime friends, but hey, there's no bros before hoes in this.
Just remember, it's been a while.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna take you out of combat for now. You know this thing is around. It flew up into the air because he can fly.
Of course.
So yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
Now I'm starting to really feel like this amulet is worthless in my possession. You want it back, Orcus? Maybe if we run that against some
Nah,
other
I don't want it.
No,
Nah.
I'll hold on then.
Well, my wisdom's a little bit higher than a -2, so I'll take it. That's assuming we survive a day, and I could use it.
Right.
And is Gur capable of using it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a holy symbol, so it's not like something that takes like magical abilities. So even if he's not a
Well, yeah.
spellcaster, he in my world, I'm gonna say yeah, he could still use it.
I'll pass it over to Gur for now. Then like I said, I feel like it's worthless in my possession. It's kind of proven, actually.
Uh,
But
so Alice is like frantic, like running down the beach now. And she's like, "Where do we go? Did we try to get out of the woods, or should we run back to the road and try to find Steve? I know the way. It's the other way." And she's like running in circles, like freaking out.
get your gun in check, Gur.
All right. I tell her to calm down.
And she listens and she starts calming down a little bit, and she starts like freaking out again though, just kind of like looking over her shoulder. She's like, "We don't know where it is. Like I think we have to get out. We have to get in someplace. Like maybe we should go back to the cabin."
The cabin would be a bad idea. Just in general, you might as well progress forward, because no matter what, we're at risk.
That's true. I hope Bill's okay.
Yeah, he's a coward for running.
I'm gonna take that longbow from him if he has it when he comes back.
He ran.
If he comes back.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking main. The main thing is we don't want to do this thing. See, obviously, we're probably going to run into it.
You're breaking up. What are you
We
saying?
had that. Said we don't want to run into that thing again, but we can't control that.
Right.
So south trail,
Yep.
southwest trail.
Yeah, so you guys
that's
know
right.
from here, like, that if you keep heading south here, you'll get to like one of the main trails uh, on the campsite or on the grounds. So you guys were at the docks, yeah, right there. So if you start heading to the southwest, you find this large forest, kind of wooded area down here with a trail. So we'll say you guys make your way. It takes you like a good hour through the dark and through the fog. You guys are like slowly making your way down there. Uh, then in the southwestern part of the camp, you find the small trail leading into this like really dense forest wooded area. And this trail that you find, it's only about 6 feet wide, and the trees like have all these like low branches that kind of like form like a canopy, like archway over the trail. So not only is it dark and foggy, but this trail is also like completely enclosed, where it kind of gives you this tunnel feeling that you're walking into. And this is like as you start walking down this tunnel sort of trail, you notice that the fog along the sides, like in the forest, is getting thicker and thicker, and it's almost like a wall of fog that you can't see 5 feet into the trees now. So now as you start walking down the trail, you can only see about 20 feet in front of you, and into the forest. You can literally see maybe 5 feet into the forest. Uh, you also notice that the forest is getting like extremely quiet. Like there's no more sounds or traces of any animals or insects or anything. And the further and further you get down this trail, you feel the temperature starts dropping. It's about a half hour or so. The trail begins to open up to a small clearing. And the fog begins to recede to the edges of the clearing, and it kind of opens up your field of view a little bit more. You can see kind of like 60 feet across this large clearing, and all around it is this super thick wall of fog. And you start to feel like the hairs on the back of your neck start standing up as you get kind of closer and closer to what looks like about 40 feet away. You see this small kind of this little tent in the distance. And from what you can tell just from the outside of the tent, it kind of looks like it's all tattered and weathered, almost like it's been out here for quite some time, just in the elements.
How far away is that from us?
About 40 feet.
40 foot, you said?
Yep. So you guys are in the northern part of this map.
I'll zoom out.
Yep. And then down here, about 40 feet away, you see this this little tent over by a small grove of trees.
Guys, there's a tent right over there.
It's probably the tent from the letter. You guys want to go look at it?
Sure.
Yeah.
They also
Stick
like,
together.
I guess so. Okay. And she follows you down to the tent. So yeah, so you guys get closer to this tent. Yeah, you can definitely see that it's just weathered, this small, like one-person tent. As you kind of open the flap back, looking inside the thing, you're kind of surprised that it's still standing in the shape that it's in. And you look inside, and there's no like ground or like bottom to the tent, so the floor is just all overgrown grass and leaves. But you do see in this like high grass, it's a backpack alongside a bedroll and this like dirty pillow that's kind of like all, it's sitting in the dirt in the grass. It's kind of all overgrown, this stuff.
Let's see what's in the backpack.
All right, so Horkus, you grab the backpack and untie it, and you open it up, and inside you find I find a water skin. You find another potion of healing, and a map, which looks like a hand-drawn map, and a collection of papers.
All right, so I'm gonna look at the map. What is it? What exactly is the map?
Okay, so the map is kind of like just kind of like a hand-drawn thing where it shows like the main camp, like the main cabin, and it shows this trail that you guys can presume that you're on with this clearing, and it has the little tent drawn on there, and then a path from there leading to the east from the clearing, and to a little picture of like a little cave, and it just shows it's just a little drawing of a cave. So
All right. And how about the other papers?
all right, so you start looking through the papers, and these papers appear to be ripped out pages from the journal. So you start looking through them, and these are kind of the pages that you guys are assuming that you were looking for. The first page explains that the original slasher spirit entered its mask, and the mask grants the power to possess the living. You start looking through the second paper. Says that any creature that the slasher possesses can be freed from the slasher's grip if the slasher is turned, or a dispel evil and good spell forces it out of the host's body. The third page explains that the only way to stop the slasher is to destroy its corpse, and the corpse can be burned, or it can be consecrated with holy water. You guys have that, right? So you start looking through the next page says it reveals the location of the slasher's corpse, along with the map. Sorry. So it's just, this is the crude map that shows a cave mouth along the southwestern trail, headed to the east. And then the last page that you guys see is a note, and it's written in the same handwriting as the letter from Lewis, and it just says, if only Tugar hadn't put the mask on, he'd still be alive. they'd all be alive. None of this would have ever happened. This is all my fault. And then that's all you see.
Yeah.
Tugar. Wasn't he one of the counselors?
No.
All right.
Nope.
So, it looks like I found the pages to that book.
Good.
Where's the rest of the
Needed
book?
those.
I think Gur's got it.
I left it on the table back at camp. But the important stuff is in your hand. So we're fine.
Oh, there's no sign of a body or anything around here
You
Well, I
that we can
found
see.
a map here.
so Scorch, you can go ahead and make an investigation check. See if there's anything else you notice about this little campsite.
Hope it doesn't go off my wisdom.
Of course it is. No, actually, no, the intelligence. That's intelligence, but it's pretty terrible. So yeah, so you kind of look around and you don't realize anything out of the ordinary either, other than all this overgrown grass and the backpack.
I don't trust his investigation skills, so I'll investigate myself.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. I'm horrible at it apparently.
Oh my god. Okay, so you guys don't notice anything, but Horcus, out of the corner of your eye, you do notice something that's kind of peculiar. You look down by your foot and you see this mark that's like a dig mark in the ground, and it's a pretty deep impression, and it probably travels about the 20 or 30 feet that you can see, about like in a kind of western path, and it probably ends up about here.
So is it like a trail?
Yeah, like a trail, like this dugout trench that goes through the grass or in the dirt from the tent out to the west.
Okay. So, guys, I think I found some sort of trail here.
And it goes west, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay.
Should we follow it?
I don't know, because the map to the corpse is saying east in the cave.
True. Could be some sort of trap.
Could be just where the slasher dragged the body.
How far did you say the trench or whatever was? 40 foot?
About
Like
30
30
foot, because you can only see about 30 foot because the fog is so thick. But so where you're standing, you see it kind of go or end in the fog. You know what I mean?
So
Well, I'm gonna follow it.
All right. So Scorch, as you follow it, you see it. It goes another like 30 feet up into the tree line. As you approach the tree line, you see what looks like a corpse kind of overgrown in the grass. You see two legs and this body, and you see the body is actually missing an arm.
I'm just gonna turn around and kind of gently shout for Gur to come over. Not like scream like Alice does, but
We'll go ahead and do a stealth check. So you kind of like try to whisper out to Gur, and you're like, "Hey, Gur!" And it kind of echoes out through the forest a little bit. But he definitely hears you.
I walk up to him. What do you want?
can I
Orcus
search
just
the
follows.
body? I mean, can I tell who it is? Is there anything on him? Or her?
Okay, so you
it
start
male,
you
female?
start looking at the body, and it seems to be the decaying body of a teenage boy. He's missing his arm, and you kind of like kick the body over because he's face down, and you flip him over, and you see that his chest is like caved in completely. And off in the distance, just behind this tree over here, you can see the shine of a hilt of a sword.
Where is it?
Just north of where the body is.
Oh, that
You see,
tree.
like just
Okay.
near this tree.
Yep.
Tell I can tell what it is from where I'm standing, or do
Yeah,
I just
from
see
where
the
you're
shot?
standing, you just see like the shine of like the butt end of the sword sticking out of the bushes.
I'm gonna walk over to it. No.
All right, yeah. So as you walk over to this thing that you see as a sword, you see this beautiful looking sword with the with that with a hand still attached to it. The sword has like this kind of magenta, this purplish looking blade to it, and
And it still has a hand
yeah,
attached to
the
the
hand is
handle.
attached to it, and you can see that it's assuming the hand of the body that's missing the arm there. The crossguard of the sword has the symbol of helm on it, the gauntlet with the open eye. So
Same thing Gur has around his neck, right?
yes, so you pick up this sword, and I'll show it to you. So you have this sword as of right now, Scorch.
The hand released from it, or I peeled the hand off it.
Yeah, you can peel the hand off it. So you peel like this hand. It's like the flesh is pretty much all like rotted off of it, and it's like pretty much almost to that state of like just being a skeleton. And you just kind of like break the fingers off, and drop the hand into the grass.
Oh, obviously, I feel significance of the sword. If I want to, if I want to keep the sword, do I have to get rid of my other sword?
No,
Can I carry two swords?
you can carry, yeah,
Two long, two long swords. I can.
sure.
Well, we turn around and back over to Gur with the sword and show him what I found and tell him that the symbol of the helm is on it, same as the amulet or whatever. What?
Yeah, it's the same symbol, the symbol of helm. It's a god. So as you turn around and you do that, you feel this presence standing over your shoulder, Scorch, and you kind of look behind you slowly, and you see the spirit standing over you, and it reaches out to take a swing. Let's roll for initiative.
I was reading the sword's ability.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Okay, so you know what? You can Scorch. I'll let you make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so just as you're talking with Scorch about this, and this thing just kind of like materializes behind you, and it goes to reach out for you with this creepy hand, and you just happen to notice it, and you stand back just in time, and go ahead and take your turn.
So it tried to grab me or took a swipe at me.
It tried to grab you, yeah, with its hand that does necrotic damage. But you like turned your back real quick, and you just kind of like backed up, and I'm assuming you're gonna swing something at him.
I noticed and was like, "Whoa!" Like I grip the sword as tight as my hand can and take a swing. Take a swing at him. Um,
With the sun sword. With the sun
with the
saw.
sun sword, figuring from the previous encounter that it's I've already got it in my head that weapons are ineffective.
Well, nice, and you crit. So, and you get a +2 with this sword anyway, and it's a magic sword. So your damage, what do you roll? So I'm gonna have to just make this for you real quick. Actually, what is it? I think you take 2d6. Let's see. Oh, you can choose to add d6.
Yes, expend one of its charges. It has 7 charges.
So it's a scimitar, so it's 1d6 +2 damage. So I'm just gonna have you roll like you see like the regular little d20 thing on the left hand side there, like
Yep.
in the
Roll
tools. Yeah.
1d6.
Yep. Roll a d6. It's terrible. So you do 3 damage.
It's weak.
So, but as you step back, as this thing goes to reach for you, and you take this sun sword with this purple energy that's kind of like glowing from it, and you bring it up through this thing, and you hear it kind of screech out as you hit it right in the chest.
Like I know I heard it a little bit at least, like it felt it.
Oh no, it definitely felt it because you also crit with it. So actually, I forgot that you crit. So I'm just gonna do. We're gonna do max damage on top of that. So you do 3 plus the additional 6. So you do 9 points of damage to it. Yeah, and you hear it like screech out. And it kind of echoes through the forest.
And is this not that it really matters, but I'm just curious. Is like the sword glowing? Or is it glowing?
Yeah, it seems like as soon as you like grabbed it in your hand and you struck it into this thing, it started to glow. Not like light up because it has an ability where you can deal an extra 1d6 or 2d6 of radiant damage, but it does have a faint purple glow to it. But if you read the description, you can do extra.
So yeah, can I use one of those?
Yeah, you can
Is
use a
that
charge and then go ahead and roll an extra d6 because it doesn't seem to be affected by the extra radiant damage. So you use one charge of it, and it does an extra 6 damage. So yeah, you definitely hurt this thing for the first time. You guys kind of all like feel
maybe have a little hope?
like you have a little hope. Yeah.
So definitely no trying to run to that. I think I'm just gonna try to fight it. So I'm stay stood in front of Atlas and end my turn.
I don't know. It says it's 2d6 regardless. It doesn't say if the target has a sunlight sensitivity or trait such as raw vampire is considered to be in sunlight. So yeah, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, go ahead and roll an extra d6 on top of that. It is 2d6. My bad. Nice. Yeah. So you feel like as this thing starts like ripping into its being with this like chainsaw like sword, you just see this purple like light just ripping and tearing right through its body. And it definitely looks like it hurt it. All right, so was that
So
for your turn? Sorry.
it was, but I can do that 6 more times.
Yes. Yeah.
But I have to have a hit first. Is that what it is?
Yeah. When you hit with a target, then you can use the charge. Yep.
Also, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, end my turn there. A little bit of hope.
So this guy can't be affected with magic.
You don't know that.
Hmm.
You
All
just
right.
know that
Well,
the one attack that you did against it with your produce flame, it seemed to be useless.
all right. Well, I'm gonna
You,
try
hey,
poison
just keep
spray.
in mind, buddy, that we're standing right next to you, so don't be hitting me with poison or nothing.
He's straight up ahead. You can't be able to feel it. Just don't run in front of it. All right. So poison spray. It's got to make a DC 13.
With poison spray?
Yep. He has to make a DC 13 Constitution save. Ouch.
All right. So does he take half? Or
Nope.
no?
That's Thunderwave.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, you try to hit him with this little ball of poison spit, and it just kind of goes over his head and into the tree. Useless.
Okay. Well, that's my move, I guess.
All right. So that brings up Gur.
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to attack him. So I'm going to disengage. And
Tried using that thing I gave you.
can't. You already used the charge on it. I have to wait till tomorrow.
So Gur's gonna run.
Oh, not that far. But far enough. I also gestured to Alice to follow. And then that ends my turn.
All right. So yeah. So she watches you, and she's like, "Good idea," and she runs and just stays right with you. That brings up the spirit as he looks really angry at you, Scorch. So he reaches out with both of his hands right at your throat. With an 8. So he tries to grab you, and you just kind of duck out of the way, and he completely misses you. And that's all he's going to do. He is going to float above you, though. So he's going to stay within your reach, but he's going to, like, as he's flying to grab you, he kind of, like, floats up in the air, and he's kind of, like, hovering above you, like, reaching down with his hands. So he's 5 feet above you. And it's your turn again, Scorch.
But I can still get a solid swing on him.
Yeah, he's just, like, flying above your head, but yeah, he's still within, like, swinging reach.
I feel like a moron. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sure. So your
Right.
vow of enmity? Sure. Yeah, so
Is
the
that
bonus
how
action.
you, is that how you say it? Enmity?
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, you gain advantage on attack rolls against a creature for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 hit points. So yeah. So yeah, you now have advantage.
For a minute or until it
All right, or until it basically dies.
drops to 0.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and same thing.
All right, so you're gonna swing the sun sword at it.
I'm gonna swing the sun sword at it again. More confident than last time.
With 15, it's gonna hit. So go ahead and roll 2d6.
Roll 20's all messed up. So to roll 2d6 instead of having to click it twice, can I just go over to the 2?
That's it. Yep. Okay, so that's gonna be 5 plus 2 plus your strength and proficiency. So what's your attack modifier? I forgot to add that last time. But you also rolled an extra d6 last time because I'm an idiot. So hold on, let me look at your sheet here. What? So +4. So you do 5, 9, 10 damage. And again, as you like slice into this thing, it screeches out in pain. It looks pretty hurt, but it's still alive.
Gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Who's up next? Horcus.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna try the same thing.
Keep in mind it's 5 foot up in the air, Horcus.
What?
It's 5 foot up in the air. Just so you know.
All right, so you're gonna cast poison spray on it.
Yep. All right. So he has to roll.
DC 13 con save. Okay.
Jesus. Roll the same number.
So it just laughs at you. You got anything else?
I guess that's my turn.
Move up there and karate chop him or something.
Karate chop. All right, go ahead, Gur.
I clap my hands and I go, "You guys rock. Keep going." And that ends my turn.
Okay.
You almost got him. You go, girls. I mean, guys.
Alice is gonna take the dodge action, so if anything attacks her, she'll be okay. Hopefully. The slasher, as he's like floating up there, you see him kind of like, upright himself, and you see it reach up and it takes its mask off, and you see this like horrible image, or this like grotesque rotting face of this like demon looking creature. So I need everybody to make a DC 13 wisdom saving throw.
And I use my inspiration to roll for advantage.
Beautiful.
Or did I have to do that before?
Nope, that's okay.
Okay. So I'll take away from my inspiration there.
So both Gur and Horcus succeed.
What am I rolling?
A
you say
wisdom
wisdom?
save, yep. Damn, so this thing like tries to scare everybody. It's this horrible looking demonic face, and none of you guys are scared of this thing. You feel like you have it kind of on the ropes now, and it ain't got shit on you.
I just laugh at that thing.
Let me roll for Alice though. Does she have to make a wisdom save? Yeah. So she rolls an 8.
Come on.
So Alice, you start seeing her like freaking out. So she is frightened now for the next minute.
So when you're frightened, what is that? Does
Frightened.
that give you some kind of disadvantage?
Yeah, I always forget the conditions, but let me just look it up real quick. It's probably disadvantage on certain things. So the frightened condition, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of the fear. So she's over there, scared as hell.
You say the creature cannot move closer?
No, like the person that's frightened can't move closer to the thing that frightened it.
Oh.
So she has disadvantage on everything, but I guess that doesn't really matter. It's not like she's gonna run over there and save the day. Go ahead, Scorch.
So being I'm the only one that seems to be doing any damage on this thing, and Kurt bailed out on his boys. Think this thing put its mask back on, or is it holding it in its hand, or
Yeah, it's holding it in its hand.
can I sw- can I swing at his mask?
Sure.
Well, swing its mask. Is it going to damage? Is the hit still going to damage him, or I don't know. I won't know.
Yeah, I mean, you can just swing and tell me you're aiming for its head or face, whatever the mass. It's fine. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to swing the I'm going to swing the sun saw at. Try to hit the mask.
Okay.
But try for.
Ooh, with a critical fail. All right, so make a dexterity saving throw. Nice. So yeah, so you swing swing the sword up, try to like in an upward arc, trying to hit this thing, and you lose your fitting or your footing as you swing around, and you kind of like slip in the mud. But as you slip, you manage to like spin yourself around and right yourself up. Well, that's it for your turn, but nothing bad happened on that terrible swing.
As long as I didn't hit anyone else, so.
No, and you didn't fall down or lose your sword, but you just straight up missed. Close call. All right, go ahead, Horcus.
I'm gonna try produce flame.
Okay.
All right, 21.
21 to hit. 21 hits for 4 points of fire damage.
Does that actually hurt him?
So you see the little flame this time hit him, and you see it kind of like step back for a second, like it hit him, but it wasn't really as powerful as you thought it should have been.
So it didn't really do a thing to him, huh?
It did something.
Oh,
just
not as much damage, right?
Not as much damage as you thought it was going to do.
Okay. Well,
might have startled them a little bit, maybe.
Well, fair enough. I end my turn here.
All right. Gur is up again.
Can I make any sort of like cheer for them to have them do advantage or anything beneficial of any sort?
Sure. So you can take the help action. We'll say that you're standing over there trying to distract the thing, calling it out, and then you can give one of those guys advantage on their next attack.
All right.
Well,
So,
technically,
I already have advantage.
Scorch already has advantage, so.
Alright, so there's nothing I can really do.
Yeah, we can give Horcus advantage on his next attack.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right.
Yeah.
Alice is gonna do the same thing. She's gonna kind of move up behind you, and she's just gonna take the dodge action again, just playing it safe. The spirit, he just puts his mask back on, and he tries to take another slash at Scorch. This time with an 18 to hit, Scorch. Oh, that's gonna miss. All right. And then he just kind of flies over to the other side of you.
Good thing I didn't say I was going to dual wield the swords.
Well, you can't. Well, yeah, I mean, technically you could. Yeah, you could hold a scimitar, but you can't hold a long sword in one hand. It's not a. You'd have to hold like two scimitars, or a scimitar, a short sword, or if you had a dagger.
But that would have put my AC down, right?
Yeah, right, you would have 17.
Yeah, we don't want that.
So he tries to reach for you, and he He can't grab you. You're too quick. It's your turn again, Scorch.
So I don't have to draw this out, but I'm gonna do the same thing,
Go right ahead.
except I'm trying to take his head off.
Oh yeah, now you're just pissed.
Mm.
All right, so you roll a 10, which you were getting +4 before, so you get +6 now. So it's a so you get an extra 2, right? So it's a 12 to hit. That just hits. So go ahead and roll your 2d6.
No idea how you figured that out, but I'll take it.
Well, normally you get +4 for your attack, but because it's a +2 magical weapon, you get +6 to your attack. And
Nice.
so you get the extra +2, so it would have been 12. Then your damage, it gets +2 because it's magical, so you get 8, 9, 10, plus your strength modifier, which is 2, so another 12 damage. So yeah, so with that hit, you kind of like rip up through this thing, and it's just like, you just see it kind of just like explode in front of you, and just disappear like into this like cloud of smoke, basically.
Is it dead?
I'll just look over at Horcus and just call him a pussy. Pussy.
What?
Actually, I look over at both of them and say pussies.
Somebody had to protect Alice. So damn good job of it too.
And she's grateful. She's not scared anymore.
So that thing just basically vaporized,
Yeah, you just
to say it.
exploded it.
Where's the mask? Did it explode with it?
Yeah, everything, all the
Okay.
traces of it's gone.
Alright. I don't feel like that thing's gone for good, so we better go find that corpse, like, now.
Agreed. I got the map here that's leading to some sort of cave.
Head east, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you guys know, like, if you kind of look around for a little while, and you do see that there's another little trail that goes off through the trees to the east. This path is even smaller than the path that you took to get down here. That one was about 6 feet wide. This is like a 3 foot wide, like a tiny little, almost like a game trail. And I'm assuming you guys start walking down the trail.
Does Gur fit down the trail?
Yeah, I mean, you guys all fit down the trail, but you're like kind of like crouched and like
It's a tight squeeze.
it's a tight squeeze. So you guys start walking down this trail, and you kind of have a feeling that you're going the right way because now the temperature starts like rapidly dropping. You guys can actually start seeing your breath, and you start seeing like the vegetation, like the leaves and like the bushes around, all look like they're like wilted and dying, and almost look like you're in the middle of winter now. Then you kind of make your way down the trail for like another like 15 minutes or so, and you're like slowly kind of like with your guard up, obviously. You feel this cool wind blowing towards your face, and it kind of like howls through the trees. And you notice just off the path a little ways, there's another clearing within the fog. It's about 40 feet ahead of you. You see the mouth of this cave. The cave, it's about 6 feet high, about 10 feet wide, and this thick moss kind of drapes over the archway. And all around the entrance is this like dead and wilted shrubs and stuff. Everything. It just looks like a wasteland around the cave.
Just look over at Alice and say, "Get in there, honey." Okay, saying, knowing that she's not going in the cave.
Oh, damn
First,
well
then.
she ain't going in the cave first.
Yeah. So Alice looks at this cave, and she's like, I don't like this one bit. I'm scared, Gur.
You'll be alright.
Cave opening, right? Cave entrance right here.
Yeah, that's the cave entrance.
What do you guys think?
Oh, you're the one with the freaking magic sword.
So does that mean I'm being volunteered to go in the cave by myself?
No, 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 not by yourself. You're being voluntold to go into the cave first. We'll be behind you.
So cautiously walk up to the mouth of the cave,
Hmm.
and can I use my divine sense?
Yeah, go ahead. So go ahead and post that in there. I think just so we can see what it says.
Is that only a metal thing? In combat thing?
No, so you can do that anytime. So yeah, you. I just want to see the range on it. So you can identify the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Okay. So, as you enter this cave, so you're standing outside the cave. Is that what you're doing? And
Right, yeah, right at the entrance.
okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have you move down. I'll open up the cave entrance. Okay, see down on the bottom of the map down here. I opened up that square. So you get the feeling inside the cave that there's quite a bit of evil like emanating from the cave. You can't exactly tell whereabouts it is. You do definitely get the feeling that there's undead in this cave. As you kind of like put your head in, you poke around left and right. You can tell this cave is like narrow passageways, narrow tunnels that kind of twist and turn. The surface, the ground is all mud and rocks. So it's definitely like a dark, dank cave, full of evil.
Well, I'm, I'm definitely going in the cave. I mean, that's settled. Let me find. So, can I just ask, did you guys drag your tokens over
They
to
didn't
here,
know.
or were they there?
I
Somebody
come
did that?
over.
Right, and
So if you're going to the cave, you can go ahead and put yourselves like kind of in an order down there where you're gonna go.
Is that entrance right there?
Yep.
Where I put my token?
Yep. Alice probably isn't going in first with you, but I'm just gonna put her over here so she's out of the way.
I'm not assuming any of them are even following me in there, especially Horcus.
So yes, you definitely can detect the presence of evil in this cave for sure.
I'll just stepped in, at least a step in cave. Gur's up in here next to me. Are you up in here next to me, Gur? Right behind
Yeah.
me?
I guess I'm next to you. For how we can stand.
So, which way you want to go? You want to explore? You want to go to the left or the right?
Um,
Is I mean, is it a T? I can go either way.
Yeah, it's like a T. So you guys both have dark vision, so you kind of stand here and you can look down these hallways, and you do see that these are just some. There's a passageway both to the north and to the south.
um,
It's up to you. You guys want me to go north, south? Orcus just appeared out of nowhere.
let's
So I'll go
go
to the north.
north. Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly move north, trying to be aware in case something's gonna jump out at me.
All right, so you have your guard up. Gotcha.
I only have my guard up, sword out, sun saw out, and shield out.
Okay, so you kind of like you make your way up towards this northern side of the cave, and you come into a dark dead end. You start seeing more of this like green moss, kind of covering over things. Kind of feels like wet, slippery to the touch.
Well, let's go to the other side.
The walls are just all covered with moss.
Yeah. Well, in certain spots, but like the walls are definitely like wet and muddy. But there's also like a lot of these large sections of this like thick green moss growing. So you guys make your way to the southern part,
I'm gonna follow them back down.
and now Scorch, you really start getting this feeling of that there's this evil undead presence up ahead.
Just gonna announce to them that I feel something's not right. You know, and how to explain that it's evil, but something's not right here.
So you make your way
So I
down
suggest
the southern passageway, and as you get closer to this around this bend, you start feeling that evil presence like around the corner. But before you make your way over there, you see this large cliff wall. There's a you can see that it's open at the top. You know what I mean? Like so, like it doesn't actually go to the ceiling. You can, but it's a large 15-foot ledge up to the next section up top here. Up here, but into this other chamber opens up, and this is where you're getting that strong feeling, Scorch, that there's something isn't
up
right
to the north,
inside here. Yeah,
up to the north there.
right.
Could
Well,
I
I'm
climb
fine.
that?
So Gur, yeah, I'm assuming you just asked if you want to climb that wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can attempt to. So you go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can climb up this wall. Yeah, so no problem. Like it just takes you a second. You
Yeah.
you strap your axe on your back and you grab a couple of handholds, and it just takes you a minute to climb up this wall. And as you approach the top of the wall, you look in front of you, and this whole cavern in front of you is filled with this like this green slime. Now this is like super thick. Like the walls of in the ceiling and the floor are literally just covered in all this like green and this like purplish looking moss, like fungus sort of growth.
Oh, it's
What?
it's moss.
Yeah, like the entire walls, the floor, like the ceiling, everything is just like covered in this moss. But it's not just like typical moss. Like this stuff is actually slimy. It's got like this really wet texture to it, and this whole
It's like the Ghostbusters 2.
yeah, it's kind of
Ooze.
like the ooze.
Is it dripping off the ceiling?
Yeah, you see it dripping in spots, and you see also you see these large fungus-looking growths that are sticking out of the wall.
Okay.
And you can see these things. They appear to be like kind of swaying slightly.
Something tells me I'm going to die if I go through there. What do you guys want to do? You want to come up here and we'll go through this, or do you want to go up to that north path?
Probably
What do you think,
should.
Orcus?
I think we should probably go up that north path.
Alright. Then I'm going to climb back down.
Okay. So go ahead and
And
do another athletics check to climb back down. Oh, nice. So you make it look easy. You just kind of like grab a couple of spots and you just kind of slide down the wall real quick.
what was up there, Gur?
Slime, like everywhere, slime, and then these swaying like fungus barnacle-looking things.
Oh, hello, Alice.
She looks super impressed that Gur just like scaled that wall with ease.
You Jackie Chan down it.
All right,
Want to lead the
so
way, Horcus?
Scorch says you're kind of like leading the way into this cavern. It opens up. You see these tall 20-foot ceiling in here, and these stalactites coming down from the ceiling. Also, again you're getting this strong sense of decay and evil coming from this place. So as you kind of like venture in a little bit closer, something comes up from behind one of the rocks. And you see this zombie, just kind of mindless creature, just shuffling its way towards you.
Um, it's moving straight at me, or
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop where I'm at and ready myself to attack it.
All right. So as you see this thing and you kind of get ready, shield in one hand and the sun sword in the other. Two more of these things come up from behind rocks along the other part of the cave, and we can roll for initiative.
As I'm rolling for initiative, I look back to make sure Gur and Orcus haven't ran on me.
Boys ready for a fight.
He's like, I can fight these things.
Yeah, finally. Looks like Horcus wants to run though. Rolling like that.
Harkus is like, I don't know, I'm scared. Alright, so what are they saying? These are zombies. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these out. I wanted to set these things. I'm gonna roll these zombies out public too. Alright. So zombies, do your best. Okay, so the first zombie, he gets a 5. This guy,
Damn.
he's a pretty quick zombie. This one gets a -1. That's incredible.
So I guess I don't.
Is that even possible?
Yeah, because he has a -2 to his dex, so he's like literally like walking in circles. He's so stupid he doesn't even know what's going on. All right, so the first zombie to come around the corner, he sees you, Scorch, and he comes quick like Dawn of the Dead style zombie. He runs across the cave, and he attacks you very aggressively with a 15. So he reaches out for you, and you just hold your shield up and bat him away. Okay, go ahead, Gur.
First, I announce that I'm really happy that I can actually fight this time. I move up to this guy with my great axe, and I swing. And
Damn.
slashing.
With a big old swing. Yeah, so...
He's always rolling good.
Yeah,
Always.
he always rolls good. Yeah, so you hit him for 10 points of slashing damage, and you just see this little blood just splatter all over the rocks.
Hell yeah.
Is those sound effects too loud for you guys?
No. No.
Alright, so is that it for your turn, or you got anything else you want to do?
That's it.
Okay.
Mm.
Alright, go ahead, Scorch. So yeah, you just blocked one of these zombies. You just like Gurr spring into action and just hack one in. What do you want to do?
Are you talking to me? My turn?
Yes, it's your turn, Scorch.
Oh, I lost my spot. Here. Which one did GURPS look at? The one in front of him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he just took a big old chunk out of that one.
I'm gonna swing this one here. This one back here's the retarded one.
Yeah, which one was it? So the one that was in front of Gurr is the one that's super slow. So this guy, he's the one with the -1.
I'm gonna take a
this
swing.
one that was by you was the one that's like Dawn of the Dead style. Like he came running, like he's like, "Wah!" Like freaking the hell out.
Well, I'm gonna swing the one in front of me with the sun saw.
Okay. So are you gonna just hit him with a sword, or are
So-
you gonna expend one of the charges? I guess that's the question.
Well, that's what I was just gonna ask. I can attack him out using the charge.
Yeah, because if you just attack him without it,
It
it's just
just
a
won't be double
D6.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they don't. They're not bad enough for me to do that. So just take a regular old swing at it. Never see that rolls.
Yeah, so a 17 is definitely going to hit a zombie. So go ahead and roll a d6. And we'll add +5 to it.
Oh,
No,
why are you
+6
having
to
me
it.
roll a d6?
Because your longsword is a d8 for damage, and a scimitar, which is the sun sword, it's only a d6. But it's magical, so you get like an extra 2 damage with it, plus you add your proficiency and your... well, that's when you attack. But, so anyway, so it's... what'd you roll? So 2 plus 2 is 4, and then whatever your strength modifier is, which is 2, right? So 6.
Character sheet. Yes, 2.
Okay. Yeah, so you do 6 damage. So you definitely took a big chunk out of this thing. You just put the sun sword like right into its shoulder, but it's not quite enough to really slow the thing down. It's still like flailing its arms and biting, trying to bite at you.
So this 5 that it rolled here, that's because it's going off a d8.
The 5 that it rolled? Oh, the 5 slashing up there? Yeah, that came from your d8. So
Yeah.
that's why I make you roll a d6 instead.
So you just cancel that one out and
Yeah, yep.
like kind of manually going.
If I was a better
Damage.
DM, I would have actually went and made a sword and put it in your inventory. That's my only gripe with Roll20. Roll20, I hope you're listening to that, because unlike D&D Beyond, I can't just click on a +2 sword and put it in your inventory. I have to make something.
I would hope they monitor this.
I was able to do that with all my weapons. Just drag and drop.
What, in this game?
Yeah. When I made my character on Roll20.
Oh, on Roll20, yeah. But like, let's see. Let me click on your character sheet, Scorch. So like, I can't take the Sun Sword and drag that into the character sheet though. I can add something though.
It's a scimitar, right?
Yeah, so I mean, we can add a scimitar and create that.
Do like +2 scimitar.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I just clicked on your.
Oh.
On your
what was that?
I accidentally clicked on something on your character sheet.
Oh.
I was trying to make the Sun Sword for you.
So, probably would be better to just hit it with my longsword. Or probably, right?
No, I just created
Something like
it
that.
for you, so it should be all set. I just got to change the proficiency strength +2. It's a +2 sword, so now you should see. I just put it. It just says Sun Sword, but I mean you get the gist. When you expend the charges, that's when I'll just have you add like extra d6s manually. But
So I'll do that when I feel threatened. You know?
Probably do that when we go up against that thing again.
yeah, so now that's in your inventory. I was just being lazy. I'm sorry. Okay, so where we leave off here?
That. I'll just end my turn there.
Oh, okay. All right, so that brings up Zombie in the back. He is going to make his way through here, through you guys, and he's gonna attack Gur. And he's another like quick sort of zombie. He's just like, you see him like kind of drooling, and he comes out trying to scratch at you. Oh God. He rolls a natural 1, so he's gonna have to make a dex save and see what he does. Yeah, he's completely, he fails, then he does a 20, so that's just insane. So he reaches out, tries to grab at you. He loses his balance, slips in the mud, and he kind of slides, and he just loses his turn. But that brings up Horcus.
Okay,
Be careful, Horcus.
I got this. All right, so I'm gonna move around the corner here.
Okay.
Let's see how many feet this is. Yeah, I'm gonna use Produce Flame on these two guys here. So I can actually hit 2 targets with Produce Flame.
Go ahead and post it up there.
Alright. Do I
You
just
realize
like
your produce flame does no damage, right?
it does damage.
Us. No, it doesn't.
Alright. So
Alright, so I just wanted to say, because I thought, so it is an action, okay. So you can only hit one creature within 30 feet.
only
of you.
one creature?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go for that one in front of me then.
So it does 1d8 worth of damage, so. Okay, so you rolled really well, though, so you critted on it, so that's probably the best that you could have done. So yeah, you do 6 plus 8. So you do 14 points of fire damage. So which one? The one that's in front of Gur?
Yep.
Yeah, so you see that thing, you hit it right in the back with this little ball of fire, and the thing just kind of erupts into flames and falls over in front of Gur dead.
That's my move.
It's actually hitting that one.
But at that point, freaking really. Constitution saving throw. With a DC of 5 plus damage taken, so yeah, he didn't pass that. So he stays dead. So you burnt him up, and he's just lying in a burnt corpse in front of Gur. That was it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay, that brings up dead zombie. So the other one that was slashing over at Scorch, he's gonna make an attack at Scorch with a 20 to hit. Not natural. So Scorch, you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you try to bat him back, but he just catches you with a hand as he like grabs right into your throat and kind of tears at your throat. That's it for.
So does he have a hold?
No, he's not like grabbing you or anything. He just like reaches out and slams into you. Yeah, that was it for his turn. So go ahead, Gur. He's gonna attack that one. 15, definitely gonna hit a zombie. For 10 points of slashing damage, so yeah.
Oh, wait, you did. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so you sink the great axe like deep into this thing's stomach, and it kind of like doubles over and doesn't know what the hell has happened, but he's still kicking.
Yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay, Scorch, go ahead.
The zombie right in front of me here.
Okay.
With Sun Sword, just a regular hit.
Okay, sounds good. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna hit for 4 points. How do you roll a 0? What the fuck did I do there? 0 plus 2 plus 3? So hold on, let me just double check that again. Should have been 1d6, not 0.
Say that again? Is there something supposed to be doing?
Oh, for some reason I thought it said, hold on, sorry. So just go ahead and roll a d6 again for me. I forgot to put the d6 in there, but it should be good for next time now. Alright, so you do 9 points of slashing damage to that guy. He is still alive. So that's the one that he was already doubled over from the big hit of the great axe. Then you take your sword and just kind of slash right into the back of this thing, and it's still alive.
I was trying to end him, but that's what happens. I guess I'll end my turn now.
Okay, so that brings up that zombie who's getting its ass handed to it. It's going to, it's kind of like stumbling forward. It's going to try to grab a hold of Gur's legs and try to knock him to the ground. So go ahead and roll. This is going to be great. Go ahead and roll a strength or an athletics check, Gur. Oh my god, he rolls a 4. So this thing tries to grab a hold of your legs, and you're just kind of like doing one of those things where you like stiff arm its head and just trying to like reach at you, but it just can't get a hold of your legs. That's it for his turn. All right, Horcus.
I'm gonna do the same thing with the one next to it.
Okay.
with 7 points of damage.
All right, nice. So yeah, that's enough to again, that one burst into flames. He is going to make a save. Ooh, so this time this thing gets hit with fire, it falls down, and you see it just slowly rise back up. It's still alive.
Alright, I guess I'll end my turn.
Okay, then this really pissed off zombie, he again is gonna he's just swinging like wildly at Scorch. 16 to hit. It's not gonna hit. Again, you're just kind of bashing back with the shield. Okay, Gur.
Alright, well, I'll try to kill the one that is right next to me.
Alright, boom. That's definitely going to hit for 11 points of slashing damage. So it goes down again. This time it stays down as you just bring the axe right and you just hear all its bones just shatter.
Nice.
Alice, by the way, she's like just creeping up around, watching from around the corner.
It's fine, as long as she's not possessed or hurt, I'm good.
You got anything
I'd hate
else
to
you
have
want
to
to do?
kill Alice.
No, I'm alright. Say that again about Alice?
I'd hate to have to kill her if she got
Oh
possessed.
my god.
You guys can walk away from that. I'll take care of it.
Alright, go ahead, Scorch.
I think I'm going to try to hit this zombie here. I have a clear shot at it, right?
It's the only one alive. There's a burning one over on the
Or
one
do I-
side of Gur and one that's just like shattered in front of you.
I just didn't know if something here was blocking me from hitting it.
Nope. No, there's some like rocks.
No.
So there's some stalactites or tights. Yeah, some stalactites on the ground there. Stalagmites. Tights come from the top. Damn, you guys are rolling good now. Let me make sure. Yep, so this time he actually did that correctly. So yeah, so he takes 7 points of slashing damage from the Sun Sword. So you actually end up like hacking one of this thing's arms off. You see the arm just fall to the ground, but it's still like reaching out and trying to slash at you with its other arm. You got anything else you want to do?
No. That's all.
Alright, so go ahead, Horcus, see if you can finish this thing off.
Let's see. Yep, I will do the same thing.
So you ignite a little flame in your hand and you release it across the cave and you hit this thing and again you see it burst into flames. It falls over. It rolls a 9. So he doesn't get up from that as this thing just again it crumbles or it just falls to the ground on fire.
Right.
Dead again. Hales comes in to join you, relieved. Okay. So yeah, so you guys are standing in this large chamber or cavern. It's more of this like moss kind of grows on the walls, and you look towards the northeastern side of the cave, and it looks like there's a cave-in. There's a large pile of rocks and debris up here in the northeastern side, but you can see that there is like a small gap. It's probably only about 3 feet to the ceiling. that leads into what you can presume is like the continuation of the cave.
So where that rock slide is?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Can I go up there and try to make the hole bigger?
Yeah. So you can attempt to clear some of this debris back. So it's gonna take you a little while. So who's
On
gonna?
Alice.
So who's gonna start? Is anybody gonna help Gur? Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I'll help her.
So there's a little hole. He's trying to move rocks to make it bigger.
Yeah, he's trying to clear this landslide out so you guys can keep passing through the cave. So who's helping Gur?
I
I
am.
mean, if I can be helpful, I'll help you guys. But if not, I'm just gonna.
Just
Sort of
stand guard
room.
and watch our backs.
Okay, so
Make sure nothing comes up on us.
so Alice, she comes in closer, but she's kind of nervously like freaking out at this point because you're so deep in the cave and there's zero light and she's human, so she can't see a damn thing right now.
Forgot about that. I forgot she can't see.
So now that she's
I
at
got
like,
her.
this point, the only thing that she can see is a little bit of flame coming off the dead zombies on the ground.
I give her one of my torches and light it with my tinderbox.
Okay, she definitely calms down, but she's still like nervously looking around over her shoulder constantly. And it takes the two of you about 30 minutes or so, and you clear a big enough section of rocks right here, and you kind of look over the edge, or climb to the top of it, and you make like a 5-foot area. You kind of like squeeze through and slide down the other side, and this opens up. That's not the right one. Reveal. So it opens up another passageway this way.
So we all can get through that now.
Yeah, it's about 5 foot, so I mean, you guys could all squeeze through there, climb up the rocks, and slide down the other side.
Can Alice make it?
Oh yeah, Alice makes it too. She climbs up through there, torch in hand. You guys make it to the other side, and on this side you see this opens up. Oh my god, why does this never work for me? Reveal.
Looked like you were blacking it out.
I know. I'm clicking the reveal, but like it always does that. Like it goes with the blackout option. Okay, so this opens up to another section that brings you back down to where kind of looks familiar to like where Gur was before, because he starts seeing the green fungus and moss all over the walls again when you get towards this end of the cave. And actually, I'll just open it up. So yeah, it kind of loops back around. So as you get down to here, you start seeing that really nasty cave section. But as you round around the bed, around the bend, you see that there's a large pit in the center between these cavern walls. So it's
Something
about a
here.
20-foot wide pit across this gap.
I'm looking at the right spot. Marcus, try to jump that 20 foot. You
I was
got this.
actually thinking more like transform into an animal that could transport you guys over.
Like pterodactyl.
I don't know if Orcus has ever seen a pterodactyl.
Yeah, plus you can probably only transform into small beasts at this point, like an owl or a
Well,
wolf.
if you grab my rope and bring it across, I'll hold the one end and then see if you can find somewhere to tie it down over there. And at least we can try to scooch along that across.
Sure. So, what should I be, an owl?
Yeah.
Okay. Orcus will transform into an owl.
Alright, so you wild shape into an owl, and so you're going to grab a rope and fly across there, you're saying?
Yep.
Okay.
The
So
giant snake's gonna pop out and eat you.
so you go ahead, you turn into an owl and you fly across to the other side with the rope in hand. What do you have, like, what's the length of your rope?
It's hempen rope. I think it's 50 feet.
Probably 50 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
So Horcus, as you fly across this gap and you reach the other side, you see this corpse. This is pretty much mostly a skeletal corpse on the ground, and you kind of like fly around with this rope in your claw for a minute, and you do see what do you call those? A stalagmite on the ground near there, where you can probably attach the rope to.
I think I'm gonna transform back into a human so that way I can use my hands to tie it up.
Well, that makes more sense.
So I don't think an owl can do it.
No.
I think so.
All right, so yeah, so you transform back, and it takes you a couple of minutes, and you start tying a rope around the stalagmite. So go ahead and do a survival check for me.
Okay.
Boy.
Okay, so yeah, it just takes you a couple of minutes. You manage to tie a pretty sturdy knot, and you give the rope a couple tugs, and so you guys have a hold of the rope. So Gur has a hold of the rope at one end, and Horcus tied it off to a stalagmite on the other end. So now what's your plan?
Is there anywhere to tie it on my side?
Yeah, we'll say the same thing. You look around, and it takes you a couple of minutes, and you find like an outcropping, large rock somewhere down here. You can do the same thing. Make a survival check and see how.
Oh.
Yeah, so it takes you a couple of attempts, and you end up like messing up the rope, and the rope you go to tighten it up, and the rope snaps. So you have about 30 feet of rope, so about 20 feet of it break off or rip off. So go ahead and make one more survival check here. All right, so you tie a knot, but you don't know exactly how tight it's going to be, and you don't really have enough rope to like keep tying more knots. You're going to have to hope that this rope is sturdy enough to help you guys shimmy across the ledge.
I'm glad I'm a little bastard. Somewhat little.
So the sides of this cave look like there is some like footholds and stuff that you can kind of cross it while holding onto the rope. That might help give you a little bit of advantage while crossing across, making your way across it. So how do you want to work this?
Do we know how deep the pit is?
Yeah, so you look down, and the pit itself looks like it's about 20 feet down.
So is 20 foot a depth? Is that a depth?
Well, in
Like if we fall-
D&D, every
I'm not
10
gonna
feet,
die.
every 10 feet is a D6. So. So it's probably not like a death fall, but like you could potentially take 12 points of damage, right? If you fall down there.
being that I can heal 15 points of my damage, I'm gonna. Oh, is there any other options? Is that the only option to go across there?
That's the
Should
option
we
you
send
see
Else
right
first?
now.
You want to send Else first?
No.
Or why not?
What do you think?
What's the worst case scenario? She also, who cares? All the other counselors are dead.
Yeah, so.
All right, fuck it. I'll go first. I'm gonna try to use what footholds I can and use the rope to try to keep my balance.
All right, so go ahead and roll an athletics check, and I'm going to give you +2 to the check for this shitty rope job that you managed to finagle.
Definitely athletics, she said.
It's athletics. Yep.
Whew.
Okay. Nice. So you managed easily enough to make your way across there. In a pretty decent amount of time, Scorch, you make it across the other side. So you can go ahead and put yourself next to Horcus. So Horcus, as they're starting to come across, as Scorch gets about halfway across, you start hearing like this rustling noise coming from kind of deeper around the corner in the cave, and all of a sudden this thing just materializes behind you. It's the spirit.
Oh, boy, Scorch. He's back.
And let me roll for him something real quick. I got so many windows up here. Okay, so let's do a. So as you're like focused on helping Scorch across, you don't realize this thing materializes up behind you, and it takes an attack on you.
Okay.
So this thing reaches out. Oh, with a 19 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
So you feel this cold hand come like right through your back, and it feels like it grabs your heart as you feels this pain just like inside your very core. You take 17 points of damage, and you scream out, and at that point is when Scorch makes his way across the rope, and we will. I'll add you guys to a turn to roll for initiative. Actually, everybody's on there, right? Except for Alice.
Are you serious? I rolled a 1 again.
John damage.
Yeah, like Gur rolls hot. Every roll.
A lot of the
Yeah,
rolls.
every goddamn roll.
A lot.
It's like our friend
Unless
Dave
it
in our other game.
comes or
Like
not.
he's constantly rolling like nat 20s and shit. Like we're like, how? What?
Damn.
All right, so everybody rolled. Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, Gur.
So I'm safe.
Yeah, so you safely make it across, Scorch. But as you're like crossing, you see this thing materialize up behind Horcus, and it just reaches out, and you hear Horcus scream out in pain as this thing's kind of like hovering over the top of him. And Gur, as all this happens, as soon as you hear him scream, you jump into action first. What do you want to do?
Now I can't just jump that gap, right?
Well, it's
Be-
20
I-
feet.
Right, and my strength is 18.
Yeah, so I
With
forget
a
what it is. So it's you can jump across something that's your equal to your strength modifier. I want to see, like, there's another thing, like, if you have to make, so this is considered a long jump. When you make a long jump, you cover a number of feet up to your strength score. So technically, you couldn't make it anyway. If you move
Right.
at least 10 feet immediately before the jump, so you have to, like, make, like, a running jump. When you make a standing long jump, which this would probably be, you can leap only half that distance. So you'd probably only be able to jump 10 feet. Then you have to each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. So.
Alright.
So yeah, it's probably a little bit too far to jump across.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to use the handholds best I can to get across as fast as I can.
Yeah, okay. So go ahead and make an athletics check, which you're good at, so hopefully. Yeah, so you easily make your way across this thing. Yeah, and I'm not gonna say it's gonna cost you any extra movement or anything. So I mean, that's a really good score. So like, Gur just like flies across this thing, no problem. So you probably can get right over, like basically.
Like to there.
Yeah, to there. That's good.
Alright, that
Maybe we
works.
can put Scorch there. Yeah. So and this thing is like, we'll put him right here. So you guys are all like around this thing as it's like trying to.
He said
murder
a
Horcus.
body was here, right?
Yeah, so right behind the spirit, you saw this corpse laying on the ground, like leaning up against a rock.
Yeah, behind the slasher.
Yeah. Yep.
So I wonder if we attack this. If we attack this corpse, it'll hurt him.
We gotta attack it
corpse?
with fire or holy water.
So I will
I got the
say,
fire.
the one thing, Horcus, you did notice that this body appeared to be like a, I would say like an adolescent, like a teenage half orc.
Oh, what's okay? All right, well then.
Yeah, that was it for my turn, by the way.
Well, you still had an action if you want to do. I mean, like your movement was climbing across the thing, so.
Oh yeah.
So technically, if you wanted to do an action, you could either, you could do something, one of the actions.
Yeah. Where specifically is the body again?
So the body is right behind.
Oh, so it's on this side of him.
Yeah, it's on the side of him. He's kind of
Okay.
like blocking in between you guys and the body.
No, I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay. So that brings up the bad guy. So he's already got one hand inside of Horcus, so he is going to reach in with another hand and try to steal your life away with a 16 to hit, Horcus.
That it's a hit.
So we'll roll for damage in this one. So D6. It's 17. Yeah, it comes out to be the exact same number as the average damage. So 17 points of necrotic damage
Okay, I am down.
as you feel this cold chill through your whole body.
Yep. I'm down at -7.
Okay, it's not enough to outright kill you or anything, so you're just unconscious. All right, so go ahead, Scorch.
Do you want me to finish you off, Orcus?
Push him in the hole.
I'm just kidding. Well, I know we have to kill the corpse, but we got to get through the slasher spirit first. So, yeah. So, Sun Sword with extra, whatever.
Okay, so go ahead and do an extra 2d6. So just roll 2 more d6. This is terrible rolls. So it's still 11 points of damage. So there's this thing, you see it like just murdering Horcus, and you just come right across it, but it's not even looking. And again, it reels out in pain. And you see the sun sword just like ripping through its like ethereal flesh, and just bits of light are like shooting up through it, and you can see it reflecting off the walls of the cave. You still there?
I guess that's it.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's it.
Alright, so that brings up Alice, who's standing on the other side with a torch in her hand.
Spectating.
Yeah, so as a free action, she yells across, what should I do?
Good luck, guys. Let Alice make me a sandwich.
So I guess she's just gonna, I think the smartest thing for her, she wouldn't try to put herself in danger. So I think she's just going to attempt to hide over here behind one of like the outcroppings or something. So we'll roll a hide check for her. She rolls a 3. So yeah, she thinks she's like hiding, but she forgets the fact that she has a torch in her hand, and so she's standing behind a rock, and everything's just glowing around her. Okay, go ahead, Horcus. You gotta make a death saving throw.
Yep.
Oh, so that counts
Alright.
as 2.
I heard about this happening.
Yeah, that
got
counts
this
as
too.
2 failures. Yep. All right.
Okay, that's all I can do.
All right, go ahead, Gur.
Okay. I'm not going to do any damage to it, but I'm going to try to distract it so you can pick up Orcus on your next turn. I'm going to swing my great axe at it. Ouch.
All right, make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so as you swing and you just completely miss it, you almost end up hitting Scorch, but at the last second, Scorch holds up his shield, and your axe deflects off of his shield, and Scorch almost loses his balance and falls into the pit for a second, but all is good. And that brings up the slasher. So after that big old swing you took on him, he turns over to you and also makes a... you know what? No, you know what he's going to do? He's going to, as he sees Scorch is kind of off balance, he's going to try to knock Scorch into the pit. So Scorch, he's going to make a strength check on you. So go ahead. You can either just roll strength or acrobatics, whatever way you prefer to try to avoid him knocking you into the pit.
I've been rolling like dog shit too.
Yeah. So you try to like duck out of the way, and yeah, he he just slams into the side of you, and you fall into the pit and take 2d6 worth of damage, fall damage. So you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and you fall prone 20 feet at the bottom of this pit. And now it's your turn, Scorch.
Oh, now I'm bottom of this pit.
So yeah, so you're laying face down in the bottom of this pit.
So what do I have to do to try to get up?
Well, so to stand up, it takes half your movement. So you use 15 points of movement, or 15 feet of movement to stand up. So then the wall is 20 feet, so you can make an athletics check to climb almost all the way up to the top of the wall. But you'll still be like on the edge of the cliff, basically. Or you could do something else, whatever else you could think of doing from down in the hole. It's your choice.
Well, Alice is lucky I couldn't grab her and yank her down in the pit with me. You said athletics?
Yeah, so it's going to take an athletics check to climb the wall, the 15 or the 20-foot wall.
To climb at least 15 foot of it?
Yeah. And it's not that difficult of a climb. I mean, there's like handhold and stuff, but yeah, with a 12, it's not good enough. So you attempt to start climbing up, and you slide back down. You don't take any more damage, but you're back down to the bottom of the pit now. So unless you have some sort of bonus action.
So on my turn.
Alright.
So on my turn.
Okay, so
Try again next time.
So that brings up Alice. She is going to. This time she sees that you're down in the hole. So she is going to. I don't think she has any supplies or anything with her, so I don't know if she can really do anything to help you, huh? Yeah.
Could she throw that end of the rope down? I mean, would the rope help me climb up easier? Probably not, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't it tied on that end?
Yeah, so I could do that. You had yelled up to her, and she unties the rope, and I'll say she stands on the edge of the pit and throws the rope down to you. That's it for her turn. All right.
Thanks, Alice.
Harkus, you got to make another death save. Oh, and Harkus bleeds out and dies.
Yay.
Yes. See.
All right, go ahead, Gur.
I'm on disengage, and I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, so actually, before you did that, like where you were, I'm sorry, I wanted to.
I'm right here.
Okay, so I wanted to open up the map a little bit because you're around this corner now, so you can kind of see down around this corner, and what you can see is looks like in the darkness you can see around the corner a little bit. You see a skeleton.
A skeleton?
Yeah, like a corpse, like a dead skeleton. Dead skeleton. Does that make sense? Yeah, skeleton around the corner. And you do notice that the skeleton is wearing a blue mask.
Ooh. Okay. Well then, thank you for telling me that. I disengage and I go down here.
Okay.
If I take an action surge, can I try to light it on fire with the torch?
Actually, yeah. So you disengage, so that was your action. Then you action surge, that gives you another action. So, yeah. So
Okay.
lighting a torch would be your second action. So.
Alright.
And actually,
I can't put the torch to him yet. I have to wait for my next turn.
Yeah, because that's a lot
Okay.
of things to do in 6 seconds.
Gotcha.
All right, so you run down in the corner and you light up a torch. Okay, that brings up him. So he, seeing that you run off to that side, he follows you over there, and he is going to reach out for you and try to grab you with his death touch. And he hits with a 22. So we'll roll him 46 plus 3. 17. So he does 17 points of necrotic damage. This thing comes flying down the hall, and just you feel like these cold, ice cold fingers reach around your neck, and so you can feel your life force being sucked away. All right, go ahead, Scorch.
Oh, is he down?
No.
Gur's not down. No, he's getting hurt, but he's not down.
I wasn't sure when you said his life force was sucked away. Made me think he was down.
Yeah, he's getting jacked up down there.
So, yeah, again, I'm going to attempt to scale the wall or the rope, or the wall with the rope, and
All right, so go ahead and make
Well,
an
hold-
athletics
hold-
check.
this is my downfall every time.
You got to roll good here. Nice. Okay, so with the rope, I'll give you an extra 2. So 18. That's enough to climb up 20 feet up the wall. So that puts you up here, and you still have 10 feet of movement left.
Oh, I'm gonna look over and just shake my head at Horcus, and then I'm gonna move.
You just roll
So do I
back.
need to move here to get a hit on him?
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yep. I mean,
or
you can
can I hit
technically
him from
move.
here?
Yeah, you can hit from there as long as you're 5 foot with them.
but did you say that? Did you say there was a corp here too?
Yeah, directly in front of you.
But that one's not wearing a mask. The one that I'm next to is wearing a mask.
But he doesn't know that, theoretically.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Never mind. Disregard what I just said.
But what you did see, I don't know. Technically, when you got up to the top of here, you don't know what happened to Gur. Gur is missing. The creature is missing. Well, I guess now when you get up there, you see it around the corner, but you see Horkus dead on the ground.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna shake my head at Horcus and kind of say a little prayer for him. But I'm nervous that I don't see Gur, but I do see the slasher or something, so being that technically I'm a protector, I'm gonna come over and hack him
Okay.
or her or whatever it is.
So how many charges do you have left on your sword?
I've used 3 total.
Oh, you used 3 total?
I've used 3 total,
Okay,
yes.
so yeah, good too. So you still have 4 charges left. So because you can expend more than 1 charge at a time, just so you know.
Say that again?
It
What, you
says
can
it just says
expend-
you can expend 1 of its charges as part of the attack. But I mean, I don't know like how it's worded, but you can go ahead and expend all of the charges, whatever's left. So 4 charges, and just do a nuke on this thing.
So what if I say I want to do that and I miss though? Then if I use my charges,
The charge is only
Well-
used when you hit.
Yeah, you can only use them when you hit.
Oh. Well, yeah, I like to do that if I can.
So go ahead. So you have what, 4 left? So if you hit him, I'll give you 8d6s worth of bonus damage.
Hopefully.
It all comes down to this.
All right.
Oh, what a perfect
Right.
time. Too bad you clicked on the wrong
Nice.
sword, so it doesn't count.
Oh,
I did what?
You clicked on the long sword, unless you wanted to use the
Oh.
long sword. But I'm gonna make you re-click it. You're gonna. It's a dick move.
that's alright.
Watch me roll a 1 now.
Nice. Okay. I was gonna feel bad if you did roll like a 4. Okay, so you hit for 6 points of damage. So go ahead and roll 8d6s. So 27 damage.
With a crit and 2 nat
Nice.
ones.
So 27 plus the 6 you did before. Yeah, so that's enough as you come out of the pit, swinging the sword, and you just bring it right up through the back of this thing, and then you just hear, and it explodes as the entire tunnel just erupts in this massive purple light, and this thing explodes, and once again it disappears.
So now I'm gonna come up and just check on Gur. How you
Okay,
doing,
well-
Gur?
So now it's Alice's turn. She's just gonna chill by herself in the dark. And all right, that brings up Gur.
I'm doing alright. A little worse for her, but it's alright. I put my torch down to the mask. And I try to light the mask on fire.
So you can tell as you on like further inspection, this mask is made of wood, and it's like actually old dry wood, and it's actually quite flammable. And as the mask burns, the entire corpse, the skeleton, magically just starts erupting into flames as well. And at that point, you feel the coldness of this tunnel and everything start lifting as the skeleton starts breaking down into ash almost instantly, and the mask itself just dissolves right in front of your eyes. And for Scorch being the paladin, you sense the evil just like being lifted, and light coming back to the tunnel.
I turn to Scorch and go, "Is that it? Is it over?"
It's over, buddy.
Cool. Let's go.
But there's one more thing I need to do, if possible.
What's that?
I'm back over to Orcus. And can I use my resurrection spell?
You have a resurrection spell?
Oh, well.
Oh no, I don't. So instead, I'm going to teabag him.
Yes! Yes! That's what I was hoping for.
And that's all I wanted to do.
Nice.
Well, I go over and teabag him as well.
Just like good old days. Oh god. Yeah. So, as you guys say your farewell to Horcus and teabag him, yeah, you guys. I'm assuming exit the cave. And as you exit the cave, it's daylight now, and you feel the warmth hit your face, and the fog has lifted, and you start hearing birds chirping, and it seems like it's summertime again in the misty forest. You guys make your way back to camp, and you kind of like settle back into the cabin and sit around. And a few hours later, Steve shows up, and he comes on his wagon. And he's like, "Oh, hey guys, what happened to this place?"
Steve, this is our camp now.
Oh, well,
We ridded the camp of evil.
what happened to all the counselors?
I'm not 100% sure, but I think they're all dead.
Oh,
Except for
well,
Alice.
I'm glad you guys are okay, and I was hoping that this would all work out.
Alice is in. Well, is Alice still in the cave? Alice was in the cave.
Alice came with you guys.
What'd you come out with?
I'm assuming you guys all went back to the main cabin and cleaned
Yeah, I was
yourselves
gonna
up
leave her
and
behind.
got a bite to eat and whatnot. So, yeah. So Steve's like, I knew this plan would work. I'm glad you guys are back. And did you take care of my little problem?
Plan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I kind of should have told you, but I wanted to make sure that you guys were just gonna like. I figured you could do it. Like, I remember how strong you were back in camp. So, yeah, I know it was a real dick move. I probably should have told you about the spirit thing or whatever. But hey, I'm glad it all worked out. And here, I like for your troubles. And hold on, guys. And he brings you down to his camp or his cabin, and he's like looks at the door and goes, "Oh, that's crazy!" As the door is just like swinging off of its hinges. And he brings you in there and he pushes one of the tables aside, and there was a trap door underneath the floor, and he opens it up and he grabs these two big coin purses for you, and each one has 10,000 gold in it, and he says, "Here you go, for your troubles, guys. Take this and enjoy your life. I appreciate everything you did here, and we don't have to tell anybody about this. This will be our little secret."
Real quick, I grab my coin purse and punch him in the face.
Yeah,
Fucker.
and he kind of like he falls to the ground and stands up. He goes, "Ah," and he like rubs his face and he's got, "I guess I deserve that, but it's been real, and I'm sorry about your friend and the counselors, but this camp needs to live on, and I can't have that stain on my reputation. So good luck in life, guys, and again I thank you."
Girl gets the girl.
Yep, I was just about to say, turn around, wave to Alice and tell her to let's go.
And then as you guys are leaving the camp, you see Bill walking down the trail. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, I'm glad to see you made it. I made it too. I just ran away, but it's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So, hey, where'd you get all that money?"
Hang on, I got this. Punch him in the face, call him a pussy, and keep walking.
Go ahead and roll damage for that one. Yeah, so with that, yeah, you completely knock him unconscious. He's just laying there cold in the dirt, and you guys just walk over him and head back down the trail. And that's where we'll end our story.
I also give him a quick little tea bag.
Nice.
Then the ghost of Orcus haunts Scorch
We
forever.
got tricked. We got tricked into that whole shit by Steve.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Steve's a dick.
Should have killed him.
That's alright. I punched him in the face. He's fine.
He deserved it.
Yep.